good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the They're Late.
They're late.
They're late.
They're late and
They're
late. They're late.
They're late for their own award show, which is very impressive. It's very good.
They're busy, still building the stage out of all those loot boxes.
Well, I thought the whole concept was going to be that they actually drew the award winners out of loot boxes. They hadn't predetermined any of the award winners whatsoever. They just pulled them out of loot box. No concern as to what it is. You know, games for change, PUBG. Best graphics, PUBG. Best music, PUBG. Does PUBG even have any music? I don't know. Best technical achievement, PUBG.
I mean, this is the award show that gave Game of the Year to Overwatch last year, so...
I mean, that wasn't uncommon.
No, but I'm just saying it's like built on loot boxes, continued by loot boxes.
PUBG. PUBG is actually in the running alongside good games. That's really quite sad, actually.
Early access games no longer disqualify you from, winning awards at prestigious award shows.
I mean, is it a prestigious award show, or is it just the only one?
Well, I mean, it's the only one...
Is it by default?
It's the only one that sent you an award.
Default.
Oh, you have a game award.
I do. It's nice. I'll give it that.
It's very heavy.
You clobber someone over the head with it pretty well.
Yes.
You know? That could be a Cluedo murder weapon quite easily, if need be. Yeah, if you would like to know what's going on over on the actual Game Awards stream, this is what's going on over Game Awards stream. Is there any actual discussion of any kind? I'm going to turn up their sound just for a second. No, it's completely silent. So, yeah, we'll stick with what we've got for the minute.
It's the sound of all the indie developers that attended the Game Awards.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's thrilling. It really is. Trust me. We're going to have a little look at some of the nominees before they randomly decide to just start. Apparently, it's going to start in about 1 minute, but I don't see anything on the screen right now other than a giant splash screen. So, knowing my luck, we're going to be sitting there for God knows how long just with this splash screen up when the award show's actually running. Yeah, so, you keep an eye on... No, you don't use it to...
What should I keep an eye on?
I'd keep an eye on the Game Awards stream just in case it actually switches over and for some reason our stream doesn't.
I mean, you have, two, monitors. I don't see why I'm the one doing this, but
because I can't run the other stream on here. If I do that, the sound will come through and break everything.
You could just say, just do it, and I would do it.
I just wanted to be reasonable about it and not authoritarian about the whole thing.
Says you. All right.
So, here we go. All right. Okay. It's a run-in. So we'll turn the volume on, and hopefully it works correctly. And we may have to adjust the audio levels as we go, because obviously, how are we supposed to determine what the audio levels were when they weren't running any audio?
Tonight on the Game Awards.
This looks very suspiciously the same as last time.
Of the Game Awards.
Hello, Bossman.
This is the 4th year of the Game Awards.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to turn that up a bit. That is too quiet.
So much new. I think this year we've really hit our stride. I am so excited about the show we're about to put on across a bunch of dimensions. We have amazing awards this year, some incredible races. We've got the Game Awards orchestra.
Races? We've got some incredible races here. Yeah, that could be taken in several ways.
I'm not going to touch that one. You can have that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
The new map for PUBG, which is going to be,
PUBG! Take a drink.
Yeah, ignoring the fact that they've actually already showed that.
Welcome to the PUBG drinking game.
No, we're not doing any drinking games. It's not going to happen.
Reading the forums on the internet, I'm going to go back tomorrow and reply to some of these messages because things that people said.
Don't do that. Don't do any of those things. Don't engage with the internet in any way. You know it's a bad idea. How long have you been on the internet?
Are they sitting around loot boxes?
Yeah, I'm going to assume that that's exactly what they are.
Excellent.
Yeah, one of the great things about the Game Awards is that...
Actually, what's written on those crates is the musical acts we hoped we would have instead of the ones we actually get this year. Just like loot boxes, disappointment in a box.
I didn't know you were such a Heart fan.
I'll take Heart over anything that they have on the list right there. Although they do have an orchestra, which might play something nice.
They do.
They do. I'll give them that.
I mean, are the musical stylings of Avenged Sevenfold's guitarist not your thing?
I don't recognize any of these things because I'm too old.
social conversation around the show, and it's literally a world.
Considering how low their audio level is, we're going to give you a little bit more on the duck here. Give us a little bit of feedback in the chat, by the way. If you think something's too loud, too quiet, do let us know. Like I said, we're having to do this on the fly because they weren't running any audio prior to this.
You know, in Europe, it's the middle of the night now, and
Yes.
people are, you know,
The concept of time.
Time
Say
zones.
what?
How does it work?
That moment, though.
But oh my gosh, in Europe, it's nighttime, yo.
Wins and things like that. You want to be there before you read the tweets
No,
about it the next day. Yeah.
it's a shared moment, and those are the things that I really enjoy being a part of, and it's very infectious.
And what's kind of cool about putting this original...
My main concern is that if I turn this up too much, then as soon as they do their intro, it's going to blow everyone's ears out.
I think you're going to have to adjust on the fly either way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because this is obviously a pre-produced clip.
You know, that was like a little unsure, like how would this work? You know, Mick Gordon came over, he rocked the house, that video, people continued to watch online and really loved it. One of the things I wanted to make sure...
Alright, I've put it up 70 out of 100.
We put together something unexpected. So, you know, we're not just playing one...
We put together something unexpected. Video game music in this video game award show.
blending these games together.
But we're supposed to have an interactive overlay that allows us to predict the award winners before they're announced. No award show's ever done this, ever. Are we super excited
Let's
about that?
Gamify the thing more than it already is.
Game. And that's a category that...
You mean you don't win if you just show up like the MTV like movie awards? That's not how this works?
It's just like, oh, what games came out this year? And it's like, they shipped by Thanksgiving, they're eligible for an award, and then let's move on to a whole new cycle of games the next year. Well, that's not how people play games now. You know, folks play games again and again and again, and Overwatch that won Game of the Year last year, I think is a great example of a game that is still heavily played this year. And, you know, hopefully...
Well, of course you can't hear them when we speak, because we're speaking over them.
Game creators that have continued to update their game with new content.
How do you expect to hear 3 people talking at once?
I
Clearly.
love when you like answer chat, so that way this has absolutely no frame of reference later on when people watch the archive.
Well, this is the pre-show. This doesn't matter. It's not even, plus, there isn't even going to be an archive. Doesn't matter.
You're not gonna let me put it up on my channel?
Well, no.
It'll probably get flagged anyway, just like last
You
year's.
still haven't put up that video you recorded a week ago of the box.
The
So,
box.
Industry to show that there's a diversity of people making games and the types of experiences that are coming out.
How does a game get nominated, and how does a game win a game award?
a large amount of sponsorship dollars,
They have to show up.
heavy product placement.
And influencer outlets. They play all the games throughout the year, and they, you know, submit a ballot selecting their 5 favorite games in all the categories, and that really forms the backbone of the nominees that were announced back in November.
And then we burn all those ballots, and then we decide who really should win.
the winner. So we've had, you know,
I don't really think we need a 10-plus minute pre-show of explaining how an award voting system works.
I mean, I don't know. They supposedly did some sort of, I think it was like on Facebook or something. It was some sort of like lead up road to the Game Awards. And it was like a heavily produced thing that was supposed to happen. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it.
and I also say, like, the ballot, we see the stats. You know, we have 28 categories. Like, most people fill out all 28 categories.
Let's talk about Game of the Year.
Yes.
The big one. And the 5 nominees.
Okay. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds certainly been a phenomenon this year in early access games. Lots of conversation about should it be eligible or not.
Yeah, we should talk about, there are very few multiplayer-only games that usually typally get nominated for Game of the Year.
Usually, typically only.
One last year.
It's my favorite where it's all mashed together.
I was just trying to school you right there, Bob.
You did.
Like, traditionally, you're right. You know, these sort of cinematic action adventure games.
But this is the Game Awards. We're breaking all the rules.
Cinematic vision.
What it does so well, it does so well.
That's really exciting, I think, that a game like that can be part of the conversation. People will always say, like, the sort of Japanese games, you know, rarely up for the big awards. Well, there's Persona that's nominated. And then you have 2 incredible, you know,
Wait a minute.
Since when is Mario
What?
and Zelda
Is it
not being
Japanese?
games? Mate, you do realize...
you know, epic experience. It's going to be really interesting to see what ultimately ends up winning the award tonight, and I think it's going to be a very tight race.
I am very cautious about upping the volume more because this is a pre-recorded video. Their live production will be completely different. So, yeah. I'm not touching those volume dials anymore until they actually start.
Celebrating the people that devote their lives to creating this kind of content, and that global community that's coming together around games, this is their night. You know, the thing that always gets me about the video game industry and why I've stayed in it for so long is that the next year is only going to get better, because games are this blend of technology and entertainment, and that means that, you know, yeah, the games this year look great, but like next year or the year after, they're going to look even better. Let's celebrate how games are taking.
Let's stroke each other's egos year after year after year.
Well, what is the purpose of an award show if not to do that?
For some more, enjoy the show.
Look at all those empty seats that they tried not to show you in the back.
Game Awards 2017, our pre-show. We are live from the Microsoft Theater here in Los Angeles, counting down to the big live show that starts at the top of the hour. We are streaming live around the world, and one of the reasons we do this show
is it live though?
I mean, that timer up there is supposedly
remind me whether or not it's
convincing me.
live.
With all the big awards, big world premieres, we're on every platform out there tonight. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube in 4K, PlayStation, Steam, GameSpot, IGN, Xbox, and we're also streaming on Mixer, Microsoft's new live streaming service with less than 1 second of latency. And
with less than one user.
We're doing some cool things with a lot
Well, they are in the Microsoft Theater, so they probably did have to mention that.
little bonuses, like on Mixer, you'll get a mix pot of free digital.
Oh, here we go,
Not
the mixed pot
again.
Yay!
No, we don't want the mixed pot back.
DLC and an in-game driver suit for Forza Motorsport. Also, if you log on to Twitch tonight, we're doing interactive stuff. We've got an interactive game going on there where you can predict the winners throughout the show. So you can check that out, and we'll announce the winners.
That's thrilling.
At the end of the night, everyone, they'll be co-streaming. You'll be predicting what's going to win in each category. If you're watching on Steam for the first time, Steam is going to do a game giveaway as you watch the show. You'll get games added to your account on Steam. So we've got lots of interesting opportunities on Twitter. Of course, you can watch the show there. You can interact with your friends.
See, this is how they mostly convinced people not to watch the streams that were laying into them and insulting them by saying you get free shit if you don't. It's okay. You could just go to that, minimize it, mute it, and then you get the stuff anyway. Perfect.
With us again for the Game Awards. We have an amazing show for you guys tonight, and in the pre-show, we're going to get through a couple big announcements, world premieres, and some awards as well. So first of all, let's take a look at our first new game that we're showing off tonight at the Game Awards. Check it out.
We could actually like wait for the actual award show to show it to you, but we're gonna do a world premiere during the pre-show just to make sure that you're watching.
This is the one we didn't get paid enough for.
We hoped the gold would freeze them.
We thought the army would crush them.
But nothing worked.
We're all alone.
And they just keep coming.
Loot boxes!
The Division expansion? Looks... Oh, it's new IP. I don't know. Didn't THQ Nordic? Oh, lovely. Zombies. Great. That's new.
But it's world premiere zombies. So.
I know, the whole climbing thing, it looked a bit like that Days Gone game that was, like, at E3 a few years ago that didn't look that interesting. Unless it's just World War Z. I heard they were going to make a game of that. There you go.
There.
Great. Apparently we're not quite done with the zombie games yet. Lovely.
And the crowd goes mild.
Well, Saber Interactive, what else did they do?
All right, that's World War Z from Saber. The announcements are just getting started. You don't want to miss the final 5 minutes of the pre-show, by the way.
Oh my god, they made God Mode and RIPD the game, two of the worst games I've ever played. Lovely. They're also working on Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. What a incredible resume.
Right now about the trending gamer category, which is exclusively
Here we go, trending gamer.
You see, I almost hate the fact that I've won this, because it's such a bad name for a category.
Who's on the board.
Who are these people?
Well, I mean, I know
I don't know
two
any of them.
Okay, well, Steven runs the Able Gamers charity. Andrea's been on the show, and Shroud is a very popular PUBG streamer that came
I
from
don't watch
Counter-Strike.
PUBG streams.
Also, Dr.
so.
Disrespect is a very popular PUBG streamer. The only person I actually don't know on that list is Clint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Sorry.
Andrew Renee from What's Good Game. Big applause for Andrea. She is.
As I recall, this is mostly public voted.
Well, yeah.
So it would
what
not
I'm
in
led to
any way
believe.
surprise me to see
Right
Dr.
now,
Disrespect
it's my
win
honor
it.
to announce the first award winner of the night for Trending Gamer.
Oh, they're just opening up with this, getting it out of the way.
Dr. Disrespect.
They called it.
Congratulations to Dr. Disrespect. How are you, the doctor?
He's also giant.
Good to see you, good
And yes,
doctor.
this is a gimmick.
This is
Okay.
the moment. This
He's
is
a very
the
tall
moment. So,
person.
Congratulations. It's very heavy. Heavier than the Oscar. What do you have to say? It's your moment, Dr. Go ahead.
Hey, it feels good. First off, thank you for having me, Jeff. The Game Awards. Congratulations to the other
I mean,
nominees.
it's a headset mic and also
He does
a
that.
mic
It's
and,
just, that's his thing.
Okay, it's like Randy Marsh come to life.
I really have to I have to say thank you to everyone that fills up the arena on a daily basis. The Slick Daddy Club. Whew. Baby, baby, baby. The passion.
Is this memes?
I don't know. I feel like my 14-year-old should be in here to explain this to me.
And trust me, nothing is taken for granted, and we're just getting started. 2018. Watch out.
All right, Dr. Disrespect, congratulations on the award. Enjoy the show. We will see more of you soon. All right.
We have confirmation, independent confirmation that this is in fact memes.
Brand new VR game from the crazy folks at Alchemy Labs. Done some amazing games in VR. Here's the announcement of their next title.
Alchemy. What did they do?
Hey, human, did you get anything down there?
Oh, wasn't that the Job Simulator?
Anything all day. Hey, I was gonna eat that. Okay, whatever floats your boat.
Hey, human, think fast. What good are hands if you can't catch?
Oh, that's my
Yes, I think you're right. Oh,
Vacation Simulator this time, yeah. Not exactly the thing which will lead VR into the next generation, but hey. To be fair, Job Simulator was actually quite fun.
Tastes like
time off.
Vacation Simulator. I'm here with Alex and Devin from Alchemy Labs. Guys, we certainly know Job Simulator, an amazing, one of the early VR titles. Why vacations?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty funny. People have been loving to job. You know, we've been working on the game for so long. And, you know, the natural progression of after you job, then you vacation. It just made sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. And I know you guys have done a
That
lot
giggle.
of great things with VR titles.
Chuckle, chuckle.
Yes, I shall fill air with... I am a human. This is how humans act, with social interaction, yes?
Interactive VR.
Yeah, we've doubled down into, like, we think that hands in VR and interacting with your world is what makes it truly magical, and we've really leaned into that with our new title.
Awesome. Well, it looks really cool. Going to be coming out across all the platforms, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We've always been multi-platform to the core.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that announcement with us. Congrats. It's been a big year for you guys. Getting acquired by Google, doing lots of great stuff. So we can't wait to see what's next.
Getting bought out.
Thank you very much.
Big
guys.
year for you guys.
And now we are going to head
I mean, it would be
backstage
if
with our
they had
backstage
sold the
host,
company
Sydney.
for enough to not be there anymore.
Right?
Evidently, they didn't.
Thanks, Jeff. It's getting busy backstage.
It's getting bloody
It's
echoey
so
back there.
busy.
They're
It's
big
super busy.
reveals. People are shuffling in from the red carpet. Hideo Kojima is here.
They have a
tonight.
red carpet. Why aren't we seeing that then?
I-
Why isn't this like the Academy Awards where we have like a red
Because
carpet
there is
team?
nobody interesting in the games industry.
And my friend Andrew Renee is backstage hosting the Facebook Winners Lounge. I'll be back throughout the night with some special sales.
You see, that's how you knew she wasn't going to win the award, because she already had a job there.
Back to you, Jeff.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Sydney. We have a lot of great stuff for you guys. Right now, we're going to get to another award that is for Best Score in Music. We've got the Game Awards Orchestra.
So you're gonna do that before the actual show? Like that sounds like
That's
a
not
pretty
okay.
important award, in my opinion.
We've got Destiny 2.
No.
Got Nier Automata.
Acceptable.
Persona 5.
Yes.
Super Mario Odyssey. And The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
It's a good list.
All right, well now...
But
If
will
a
they
little
go Kichi and
obvious.
let Cuphead win it?
Score in music.
Certainly the most
The winner
original of them.
is
Yes.
Nier Automata.
That's fair. Nier Automata has some phenomenal music in it.
Special message from the producer at Square Enix, Yosuke Sato. Check this out.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。スクエアエニックスの斉藤陽介です。ニーヤオートマトのプロデューサーをしております。
I like how he has the poster, but then also the framed art print of the same exact thing.
Well, absolutely.
Right there. That's awesome.
He indicates that he's cool and hip, but also classy.
But it's like taped up with like sort of like last minute tape, kind of like, you know, hey, we need you to record this for this award show in America.
ニーヤオートマタは前作のニーヤからですね、非常に音楽は高評価いただいておりまして、今回もう自信はあったんですけれども、まさかこんな栄誉ある賞をいただけるなんていうのは思ってもいませんでした。作曲をしていただいた岡部さん、ディレクションを。
So you're not getting Yokotaro in there to pull some silly shit was the letdown of this particular interview.
I don't know, we still have like 5 minutes until the actual show. It could happen.
Nier is in more than one category, so.
そういった世界観を作ったみんなのおかげの賞だと思っております。本当に改めましてありがとうございました。
Great greenery in that acceptance speech. All right, now we've got a first look at
There was not enough plant.
Of a major franchise. It's serious, it's dark. Here it is.
I always look forward to games that are described as dark. You can almost see the edge.
There it is. It's not very well honed.
And with it comes dark tidings.
It's very dark.
Fuck you! What are you doing here in my place? What are you doing in my place? Get the fuck out of here! You get the fuck out of here! What are you doing in my place? This is my tree world! Well, who are you?
What am I missing here?
I don't know.
I'm too old for this, aren't I?
It sounds like Rick and Morty the video game.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. That would explain many things.
I just know it sounds like the guy who does the voices in the Rick and Morty show.
Whoa, what the fuck? You gotta keep that shit bombing. You said it, child. Come on, man. We're a gang. Yeah. You gotta keep my bomb safe. Hey, don't forget about me.
Okay.
All right, then.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
So this is how we do our taxes, right?
It would explain a few things.
All right, I'm joined by William from Crows, and of course, the creator and voices of Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland. Great to have you guys with us.
Okay, at least I'm not entirely insane.
Yeah, it did sound roughly familiar. Like, what is this?
Justin, you've obviously got some Nintendo games. William, you've done some amazing games. Stanley Parable, an incredible narrative experience.
I mean, who allowed there to be a second Russell Brand, like, in the gene pool?
I mean, there shouldn't have really been a first one, but there was a mistake.
Titanfall, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks incredible. Counting Plus, what is the plus?
Just more, man. Twice as much.
Double the size, double the fun.
Yeah. Keely, you game? You game, Keely?
So did they take the acid before the show, or is like that countdown timer actually when they drop the next one?
I mean, I'd have taken all of it to survive the show in the first place. The fact that I haven't already is rapidly becoming obviously a mistake.
December 19th.
Oh, there's the plug. All right.
December 19th.
And I heard there's a secret zoo level or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work went into it.
A lot of work for a very small sliver of the fans that will be able to find it. Incredibly difficult to find.
Animals
the
in the
secret
zoo?
all kinds of stuff.
Clowns,
I mean, we didn't.
You saw it in the trailer.
The clown,
Okay.
that's where the clown's from.
Okay.
Good luck finding it, though. That's for
zoo
the Twitch
clown.
streamers, I think.
We're on the hunt. All right, Justin and William, enjoy.
I need to change my career.
Yeah. One that's not powered by Szechuan sauce.
There are the plugs. All right, thanks very much, guys. I also want to congratulate some other Game Award winners tonight in a couple other categories. The best mobile game, Monument Valley 2 from us too.
Good.
Sports racing.
More like the only.
Did you see that shade? That shade side eye that happened? It's like Monument Valley 2. Ugh.
Not our Rick and Morty Collector-thon loot box simulator, which they do have Pocket Mortys or whatever.
And also, the favorite game is voted on by fans in China on Tencent. It's JX3 HD. Congratulations to them as well.
Whoa, none of us have heard of that.
As we count down to the show, we've got another world premiere. This is really special, and it comes to us all the way from Japan.
Man, it must have taken them forever to get there.
Woo! Golf clap.
It does sort of... they took away, and I asked them to do that. A lot of people did. They took away world premiere. But now it's just sort of awkward silence with a kind of we're supposed to clap now bit. Oh, it's spooky. What? Ooh.
Okay. And that was it.
Is that teasing Bloodborne-esque thing?
From Software, thank you very much to those guys for that little tease of what they're working on next. We have an amazing show for you tonight. We have some big surprises that no one has been hinting at that haven't leaked. So we've got an amazing show. We've got, of course, the awards.
We don't believe you for a second.
5 amazing games up for that. We've got a ton of new game announcements, first looks that we'll show you as well. And of course, we've got the Game Awards sale across all the platforms, Xbox, PlayStation.
It's the 20th anniversary of the release of original Armored Core.
Yeah, they said they hadn't dropped that and they were going to keep making it. But that clearly was not anything to do with it.
Knights of the Fallen Empire, and he's worked on the music of Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Walking Dead, and more. He's put together an amazing tribute to the music of games. So you guys ready to do this?
Is this the bit where we get demonetized?
Enjoy the Game Awards.
Please tell me there's no Nintendo music in this. They'll take all our ad revenue.
Well, it's supposed to be like, I think the orchestra at some point is supposed to do something like music from 20 different
hush,
games.
You're interrupting the Persona bit.
Well, you said we're getting demonetized.
Unacceptable.
Okay. Sorry, Sinister Gates doesn't do it for me.
This is not so much a medley as it is just bits of stuff shoved together with no coherence.
Oh, Tina, why? Sure.
Who arranged this? You see, you can't really do that when you had the real one last year.
Oh, with that overlay. Who do you predict will win Best Action Game?
Yeah, I'd quite like that to go away, but I'm not sure I can make it go away right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to apologize for trying to hush you up earlier, because this arrangement is bloody terrible.
Uh-huh. We're gonna cram 20 games into one
There's
medley.
literally no coherence in any of it. When you do a medley, when you do an arrangement like that, there's supposed to be a logical flow between the bits.
Yeah, well, they couldn't afford to get the rights to enough time, I guess, to make it decent. Who knows?
I don't know. It's just an incredibly badly arranged composition.
All I know is that somewhere Jack Black's supposed to be there, and he's probably cringing right now.
budget went. That could have been a hell of a lot better than it was.
We're not even gonna clap. Look at that. Look at that. Even he was like, no, I ain't even gonna.
Here's the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Can I get that plug-in to go away without breaking anything for you lot?
I don't know.
Hello, everyone.
Maybe.
Welcome to the Game Awards. You guys like that?
No.
Not particularly, and really I should have, and that's what disappoints me.
Always dreamed of doing the Game Awards. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are here to celebrate the greatest form of entertainment in the world. That's video games, and we're going to do it in a grand style tonight. So thank you all for joining us across the industry, and thank you all for watching, streaming around the world on nearly every device and platform imaginable. We are around the globe in countries like China, Russia, Japan, Brazil, Korea, Europe.
All of them.
These are just some names of some
Literally all of
countries that
them.
you may have heard of.
Because that's how streaming works.
Awards to celebrate the absolute best games around the world. I want to thank all the developers from flying in from around the world tonight. It's my privilege to bring together.
If I click the thing, it'll take over the whole screen, probably. So it's your fault if this happens.
Do you want me to try to do it like on my thing? And oh, okay. Actually, yeah. So that's not too bad. Ish.
There we go.
Yeah,
Got rid
good.
of it. Hopefully it doesn't pop up again later.
It will. To let you know to vote for all the other ones.
Games don't tell us stories. They share stories with us. Here are the nominees for the first award of the night, Best Narrative.
But it's not the first
Best
award of
narrative.
the night because you've already
Pre-show doesn't
done...
count. We don't believe it. It's actually Alt Universe is non-canon. Pre-show is non-canon. So everybody that won there, doesn't matter. They didn't get a real award. They took it back afterwards.
Your whole life you've been searching.
I certainly wouldn't give that a Horizon. We're talking about best narrative here. You beat Hellblade, didn't you?
I did.
Nier Automata should be a pretty damn strong contender for that.
I really believed so much.
What Remains of Edith Finch should actually win this.
I've heard good things. It's not my
I finished it. For a narrative, I think Edith Finch should win.
You dare give it to Wolfenstein 2. I did not enjoy that anywhere near as much as I hoped. Alright. Let's see where it goes.
I'm a big fan of Hellblade as well, but it's just, as far as narrative, Edith Finch should win this.
Who's getting it?
What Remains of Edith Finch?
Gosh.
Considering how narratively focused the game it is,
I mean,
out of the 5 games on that list, that's not a unfair
when you're a
win,
narrative,
is it?
walking simulator, you should have a strong
I was gonna say,
narrative.
because that's all you got. So, yeah.
I love the outfits.
I mean,
this is
there's
probably the
some
most
serious effort put into that beard, and I'm going to give him a lot of props for that. Yeah, that is a beard he's been working on for a while. That is well groomed.
So...
It's always a bit awkward when the soundtrack to the game is very understated, so they're walking up there to basically nothing.
all of our years to share our stories, to get this much recognition and appreciation for trying to make this strange, beautiful experience for everyone. I just have some people I want to thank. I mean, it was the whole team, but you know, thank you to Megan Ellison and everyone from Annapurna that helped publish the game. It was amazing. Without their support, we never would have been able to do it. But then also from Sony, Shannon Sudstill, Chaco Sunny, Yumi Yang, Eric Smolakowski, Eric Fong, Peter and Lara Scaturo, who've been supportive of Giant Sparrow since the beginning, and just all the fans.
Looks so terrified, she's going to hide in his beard in a minute.
Well, I just like it's Giant Sparrow, and we got like feathers in the hair and stuff. Like that's cool.
You see, we're going to now forever not know what that guy sounds like, and I'm actually not all right with that.
Aww.
Awesome. Congratulations to What Remains of Edith Finch. We've got a lot of great stuff around
God,
the
if you read that back out of context, that sounds really bad.
Yeah, it does.
Tonight are able to predict what they think is going to win each category. So if you're on Twitch, there's a Twitch extension.
What remains of your viewing audience?
See who you think's going to
Well,
win.
they're waiting for the Twitch drops, then they're out.
Category right now, fans on Twitch are predicting that Cuphead is going to win that category. We'll find
To
out.
best action? Ooh, I mean, any aesthetic-related award, yes. Yes, if it doesn't, what the hell? I don't know, we'll see.
But right now, let's move on to world premieres. Tonight,
It would move on to something that we've already done.
Ads.
On their next projects. At best, these world premieres can inspire us about where games are going in the future.
At worst.
Now, this next game.
At worst, they can
for the
mislead
future?
us horribly like No Man's Sky. Is that what you meant to say? Is that what you meant to say before you quickly caught yourself? No? Since they're missing the voice, I'll do it for you. World premiere. World premiere. Where are we going this time, then? We got a lot of orange, though. We really like orange. I don't know if you noticed. Calvasado, a big fan of orange.
I hear you want an Egyptian walking simulator.
I don't have a problem with an Egyptian walking simulator, per se.
How many walking simulator games have you actually played?
Not that many. I don't have the patience for them, usually. I did finish Firewatch.
I will come to you right. What you'll see is the worst me, not the last of my kind. Holds me down. Oh, be loved. So be up.
Immortal Redneck, too. No, no, I don't think so.
Hold up, are you a chick in this game? Are you ticking that female protagonist box on Steam?
I don't know.
Is that what's happening?
Looks like they both are. But then again, he could just have very, very dainty hands. Is there not a more convenient way to carry things? I wouldn't take something like that to the desert, really.
But
Like,
sand,
especially when you're climbing.
But no, sand gets in everywhere. You don't understand.
I hate sand. It's like you're climbing. Wouldn't you want to put it on?
Wouldn't you want to
I
put
don't
stuff
know,
in a
your
loot
back,
box,
in a
perhaps?
in a
Just
rucksack, maybe?
Several of them.
Well, it's walking and looking at things, which shouldn't be too out of the wheelhouse of
It's
Camposanto.
clearly not Pokemon Snap 2.
Look, we got even more orange in this one.
Not even next year.
That's a little far off, innit?
The game that you will most likely not remember anything about.
HQ and your future Shazam, Zachary Levi.
Although after Justice League, as to whether or not he's going to keep that role remains to be seen.
Action is present in many of the games that we're going to be talking about tonight, but for the Best Action Game nominees, it is in their essence. They are made for the thrilling and the dangering and the joy of overcoming the insurmountable challenges, like getting out of bed for some of us in the morning.
Like raising up a microphone to appropriate level
He's
for
got
an
a
award
lav
show.
on. He's got a lav on. There's no real microphone there. Which, to be fair, doesn't explain why it's there in the first place. No.
There will be no coming back.
I'm just saying it could be worse.
There would
It
be
could have
no
been
refunds.
it could have been Star Wars Battlefront 2.
That bloody well better not be anywhere in this list. At all.
I don't even think they were nominated for anything. I wonder
hope not.
why. I wonder why.
Prey's an odd choice, like, considering...
You don't think it's actiony enough?
Well,
for
I mean,
you?
it's more of a one of those immersive simulators, isn't it? Really, you know, there's not actually that.
There is action.
I mean, there is
Prey.
action in it, but it's like, would you call it primarily an action game?
There's combat like all the time.
I know there's combat, but it's like I wouldn't call Cuphead primarily an action game. I call it a platformer primarily.
Oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's so.
No.
Oh, I made the joke so that you
if
guys
it then
can't
goes
make
to Destiny
the joke.
2, then that's okay. That's not okay.
Someone's getting uninvited to present at the Game Awards next year. Really?
No. Not really. Bloody horribly paced action game.
Are you wearing 2 different types of camo? Just in case the first one doesn't work out?
Well, yeah,
or?
that's how it works, right? They wear as many different
No.
colors as possible so that, you know, you got to get it right at some point.
That is not how any of this works. It's like someone wearing zebra print and leopard print at the same time. It's not okay.
I must say. There are so many to thank. First, I want to thank the production team at Bethesda for their amazing support. id Software, Arcane Studios, who we do a lot of work with, and you know, there are amazing friends and great co-workers. And of course, our heroes in the QA department. Which I really want.
Where were they exactly during the development of this game?
They're on vacation!
You know,
because I would have loved to know after the 8 hard crashes on the same level.
That's part of the action. You don't understand.
I mean, that would have explained some of the pacing problems the game had.
Thank you.
And this guy's just so happy to be there. That smile.
He's like, well, how did we pull that off? It's a great question. I couldn't tell you.
All right, congrats to Wolf 2 winning Best Action Game. Now I'm joined by Rebecca Ford from Digital Extremes. You're back again this year. We saw you last year.
We sure did.
Talking about Warframe. This year you guys are nominated for Best Ongoing Game.
And, you know, for us, it's the crazy year to be nominated.
An ongoing game.
Yeah.
This is the game that doesn't end.
I mean, if EA has their way, this will be every bloody game ever.
It's kind of nuts.
And tonight, if people play Warframe and they're watching the Game Awards on Twitch,
get your drops.
You get a drop by watching the show on Twitch, right?
Yes, Fashion Frame is very important to our players. So if you're new
Fashion
to
Frame is the only way to play, in fact.
Meh.
minutes, but you get a cape.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the back half of the show.
Stay
We got
for
good
everything,
stuff.
for
Exactly.
sure.
Yes, we got a
No,
great
don't. Just get the cape and run. Seriously.
Cool. You're going to tell us a bit more about Warframe, but you also tapped into the community to create trailers for the game.
Yeah, I'm blown away that we got.
Did you also tap into the community to make maybe a tutorial for the game?
No, well, they just haven't got around to it yet.
Made trailers with a cash prize to bring to the show. So you're going to see player-made Warframe trailers tonight.
Because like contracting out reliable, qualified help would require us to fill out a 1099 MISC form, and well, those are expensive.
We've got lots more.
Well, we're just going to assume that everybody knows how everything works in the game by default forever.
Well, I mean, it is free, so...
Yeah, so it's okay.
It's totally fine.
It's completely immune to criticism.
Just because your pets don't work properly and haven't
But
done
it's still
for...
in beta, guys! It's been in beta for 7 bloody years. Look, I love the game to death, but come on. It's getting ludicrous. Nothing explains anything. Not enough Clem statuettes, not a real spaceship.
I mean, that literally is like the entire game. Just
Yeah.
right there. That
and
was
that's
it.
actually entirely
Yep.
fine.
Mhm.
I'm fine with that.
Looks pretty, does almost nothing.
Does lots of things. Just those
It's
things
in
all
a
happen to
loop.
be exactly the same thing.
Over and over and over again.
Go away.
And to do so, dear shopper, requires the very finest of wares. Let's get to it.
Oh, it was an ad for buying games. Which is the entire show. They put an ad for buying games in a 3.5-hour ad for buying games. Oh, they're actually just running ads. Right.
Hard burned
Cool.
into your award show
Great.
experience.
Well, we'll need to edit that out. It had the Switch clicking noise, which actually does trigger demonetization on YouTube. So thanks for that. Much appreciated.
Play the legendary open world adventure anywhere. The Elder
In the lowest resolution possible. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Now on TI-84 calculator.
The data is clear. It's right now.
Avon is worried that someone's trying to start a war.
I'm not.
Yeah, Mary Kay Cosmetics.
I don't understand what that is.
Or the
Avon's competitor in door-to-door.
I don't understand what that is either.
It's fine.
Okay.
Only females will get this joke, and that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, you are not hitting the right demographic with this stream. I can guarantee.
Hey, you be quiet. You and your what is it?
I know exactly how many women's fit shirts we have sold in the last month, and it's not great.
The 15% female demographic that you might have.
15%.
Once upon a time, you did.
No, never, absolutely never.
Hey, one person in the chat got it. So, haha. And that's all I need.
And what you saw in that video costs thousands of dollars in shark cards to acquire.
All right, that was the new trailer for GTA Online's The Doomsday Heist, 4 years on.
Which is exactly what they're going to do to your credit card any moment now.
More players than ever, and they are nominated tonight for Best Ongoing Game. We'll be announcing that winner.
They had better not give it to that, considering how ludicrous of a cash vampire that's become.
Across all the major platforms, like on PlayStation Store.
We know! You just had an expensive pre-recorded ad that said that. Stop.
Games from Naughty Dog, Uncharted 4, and Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. You can also check out the sale on Xbox Live, on Steam, where Rocket League is 40% off, and the Nintendo eShop. So lots of great offers on the nominees, thanks to all the game publishers and platforms.
I like to think that he's like throwing imaginary dice every time he talks. Like, I'm just saying.
Accessories will be revealing throughout the night, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we have an exclusive glimpse at a film that Hideo Kojima is raving about as one of his favorites of the year. The Shape of Water, directed by his good friend, Guillermo del Toro. Check this out.
I mean, I love Guillermo del Toro, but why are we showing a movie trailer at the Game Awards? After you just said the games are the best genre, we're showing a different genre.
It was you that found my fingers.
It's another ad, but it's for films now. We're just not even pretending, are we?
I mean, I just want to know why it is that we haven't gotten to the point where we can say, you know, by the director of Pacific Rim. But no, Pan's Labyrinth, art film, so, you know, hey, we're going to go there.
To be fair.
We're going to go there.
Not unreasonable.
I know. I believe one film made a deeper impact, that's all.
I wonder how they don't get through all of the awards in this show. I can't even imagine how that's possible. It's just, you just can't fit them in. There's too many awards to fit into this time frame. There's nothing we could possibly remove that is getting in the way of those things.
Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima.
Guillermo is lovely, by the way. He is a lovely person.
He is awesome. Although the fact that he isn't directing Pacific Rim 2 is like...
I don't understand. But they've been wanting to do a project together for a while, haven't they?
Yes.
Are they actually going to announce anything is the question.
It's mostly just because both of them wear really cool glasses and have amazing, like, ideas. So, you know, they should have a love child.
You keep coming. Me, amigo del Toro.
Gracias.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. And, you know, I'm always grateful for the art form and the narrative that you guys deliver. You guys make me dream of weird shit. That's a big thing.
I take acid to cope with all of you.
This game displays the boundless creativity.
That Death Stranding shirt.
If this is best art direction. If this is not going to Cuphead, then there should be a riot in that theater.
And even early hand-drawn animation.
I mean, it's Cuphead, right?
Best art direction.
We could save some time by just giving it to Cuphead.
I know, just saying it. I mean, I don't understand.
Obviously.
No.
No! Under no circumstances.
But we're in the Microsoft Theater, so maybe we had to like give some of the stuff away.
Remember, you know, Sony's got that sort of exclusive whatever it is on that, getting the content out early.
To be fair,
Persona 5 has the best user interface of any game that's ever been fucking made, but still, Cuphead. Let's be realistic here, Cuphead.
They give it to Zelda just to piss people off.
Yes, Destiny does look and sound very good, but it's about art direction, not about graphical fidelity.
And the winner is... him, no. Cuphead.
Yay!
There is justice in the world.
Cuphead was nominated for a total of 5 Game Awards this year.
Can we just have them winning more Game Awards so we can just get more Cuphead soundtrack on the walk-up? It just makes the award show actually seem better by comparison.
I want them to like actually dance to it. Like there should be a requirement.
Yes.
That kind of music requires you to at least strut.
Really, they're not dressed for this occasion.
No,
or for
no.
their game,
They are dressed in the typical game developer
they've got
attire.
the game dev uniform. I get it.
Blazer, gaming shirt. Although I think they might be wearing corduroys, maybe.
We poured our heart and souls into this game, and to be recognized with the greats like this is just out of this world.
Yeah, to be up against these beasts and have a chance.
The beasts.
Like my heart is just fluttering like wild.
Beasts, they wander. At night, they devour your wallets.
They come out at night, mostly.
They come for the microtransactions. They leave behind only loot boxes and shredded wallets and dreams.
Lovely team idea, Xbox. I can't wait to have some drinks with you. It's been the easiest.
He wants drinks with an Xbox.
We want to thank Valve.
Rather than having drinks with anyone here tonight, the Xbox is more tolerable.
We're playing the music, so get off the stage, get off the stage.
Yeah, but they're playing this generic dramatic music and not the Cuphead music, which is a waste of everybody's time.
Congrats to Cuphead. What an amazing year for independent games, and we got lots more from the independent scene coming up. Thank you to Guillermo and Hideo for joining us tonight. And now let's head back to the stage for something that is very special. Enjoy.
But how special is it?
I'm not sure why we went away from the stage in the first place. We've only gone 10 seconds.
Brace yourself, Ganon, for the sting of my revenge.
I'm scared.
This will be our final opportunity. We will not fail.
Is that looks like the...
Looks like the Disney castle engulfed in lava, so it's probably really some Disney junk.
Yeah, but it's Zelda.
100 years in the making. Hold on, princess. Our moment has arrived.
So this something special.
It's a Portal thing. What? Some kind of Nintendo Disney crossover?
That's what it sounds like and looks like. Aww, how cute.
I don't get the point of the lights. What was the purpose of that? Link's left-handed.
Quit running it! I sense that there might be money nearby.
Oh, but DLC of some sort.
To slay the beast once and for all, it will be my great pleasure.
No, so it's just DLC then.
One day, princess.
That was quite the build-up for DLC.
I mean, did people assume there wasn't going to be any, or...?
There stands a chance when fighting me, the almighty Garou.
Sometimes I forget myself and get lost in the past.
And then I drink.
And for someone that doesn't actually play any Zelda games, if there are any references in this, I won't understand any of them.
Oh my. I never knew I wanted this.
Okay. So, right.
Just
so,
accordions and Zelda music.
This is the
nice.
DLC pack that we knew was coming out for like a year, right?
But world premiere.
We made a massive
with
big deal
lights
out of that.
and things.
Why?
I don't even know.
And as a motorcycle. Because why not? Alright.
I guess that's a big deal because it's
available
now...
so it's an ad then.
Ah.
Alright.
A very...
It's out now. It's
elaborately...
It's just an ad.
displayed ad.
How much money did Nintendo pay for that?
Please welcome Eiji Aonuma and Hidemaru Fujibayashi.
And not the translator, because he's not important.
ゼルダの伝説ブレスオブザワイルドが発売されて9ヶ月ほど経ちましたが、世界中の皆さんに手に取っていただき、このゲームの秘密や冒険を楽しんでいただいています。
I can't believe I came all the way from Japan for this show.
Just to run a trailer.
Happy to see people around the world continue to discover the game and its many secrets and adventures.
この新しい追加コンテンツ。
I heard there was an open bar at this show.
100年前、リンクが深い眠りにつく前に、英傑と呼ばれた4人と
Is it just the feeling, or is the ratio of everything to awards even lower than it was previously?
Well, I mean, to manufacture each award at Weta, it cost them like how much? And the shipping...
$650?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking maybe it wasn't in the budget, but seeing how many ads there have been, I don't even know. I'm thinking that some mismanagement of funds might have been at work here.
I'd have to do some counting versus last year. I mean, and yes, I did get my award. It took them about a year to get it to me, but they did get it to me. The frequent complaints about the show was there are too many ads. So the solution to that apparently was more ads and less awards. And that other show's going on for another 3 hours, which is possible. And please kill me.
All you saw at the end of the trailer is a reliable partner for Link, something you could consider to be his own divine beast.
I saw 24 awards last year. And...
Well, not all of them are on.
No. This was all together.
I think I got more awards this year, but obviously they don't show them all. And they rushed through some of the other ones.
I'm counting 29 for this year, but of course, again, that's like in total, and that's just...
And on stage, we've had Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, and Best Score, and Best Action Game. In an hour.
We hope your adventure with the game will continue through this new DLC.
And thank you again for enjoying Breath of the Wild. Thank you.
Breasts of the Wild. That's my favorite. Especially with the expansion pass, if you know what I mean.
Stay tuned for the Best Debut Indie Game Award, presented by Schick Hydro.
Oh no, please no.
Oh, please tell me Kevin's here.
No.
Oh man, it'd be great.
Do not bring back the Hydra bot.
Please let Kevin be here with the Hydra
Don't.
bot.
What's up? I'm Sydney Goodman. All right, if you're getting hungry watching the Game Awards, McDonald's and Uber Eats have teamed up with the show for a special offer.
Oh my
Download Uber Eats and use the code McDTGA for $5 off your first Uber Eats order.
Look, if you had access to Uber Eats, why on earth would you get McDonald's of all things delivered to you? Considering everything else you have access
Well,
to.
they're trying to get the Uber Eats drivers to stay to fill up the rest of the show. Look at all those empty seats back there. They're trying to justify the rental on the hall.
Every hour around the globe, neglected gamers feel lonely.
Oh, Christ.
Are we literally trying to parody the Sarah McLachlan, like, children thing from the 90s?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're very, very on point with their references. They got a few Titanic jokes in here, just to keep it on topic and cultural.
I'm Linda Carter. You may remember me from such performances as
I don't.
You don't remember Linda Carter?
No. Who's that?
Wow. Okay. Wonder Woman?
Let's forget about that. Today I'm here to talk to you about something serious. The need to save single-player gamers. Every day.
Hey, I don't need to be saved. I just need Steam to accurately, like, categorize titles when they come out and stop trying to shove this single-player plus co-op plus multiplayer stuff, like, down my throat. That's all I need.
Is this really the angle Bethesda's trying to publish right now?
Just a few Nuka-Cola Quantums. You can share the fun.
I don't need to share the fun, especially not on a
One of those
console.
games is over
I mean,
5 years old.
Together, we can end the pain for single-player gamers.
the only pain I have being a single player is people interrupting me when I'm in the middle of my single player game.
I have
Screw
an
this
entirely
campaign.
different kind of pain right now.
For a limited time, we're offering our current lineup of single-player games at incredible discounts to make it easy for gamers.
Jesus Christ, the number of ads are ridiculous!
To support future game development. So we decided as part of this sale to make a donation of $100,000 to the ESA Foundation to provide scholarships to the next generation of developers.
Aren't you a member of the ESA? You're basically donating to an lobbyist group that represents you.
Full disclosure, coming to a console near you.
Oh great, more ads. Wonderful.
Wow, this has been an amazing awards show so far. I don't know, you know, at the beginning I was trying to think of, like, how could they possibly have topped last year's disappointment that was the Game Awards, and
well, I mean, they
blown
decided, and this is a cunning strategy of theirs, to not do any of the Game Awards whatsoever. So by that very token, since there is no Game Awards, you can't be disappointed in the Game Awards. So you can't argue with that logic. That's sound science right there. We're just gonna have nothing but ads.
Yeah. It's like the Super Bowl halftime without the actual show.
You know what I want right now? An audience cam during all of this. To see what they're actually doing.
They're making nooses. Their own.
All right, the sales going on tonight already give you special discounts on the best games.
We know
where the gamers.
You've made it abundantly clear.
Your target demographic already has these games.
From graphics cards to new Xbox consoles. Just head over to ebay.com/gaming.
What? Are you for real right now?
Including these special offers throughout the night.
I just had dental surgery yesterday. I'm about to, like, take some more hydrocodone right now because I can't.
I feel like I'm having dental surgery directly into my cerebellum because I've got nothing but just this sharp drilling noise in my head.
Please welcome Felicia Day.
Are we going to get an actual award now?
I'm here to present the Industry Icon Award. Tonight, we are
something of potential substance. Great.
Formative years of the Atari era. She was one of the first female
this is the Carol Shaw thing.
Yes, it is.
woman to get her name on a games box. And when I started learning about her life, I instantly admired the way she forged her own path. This is the story of Carol Shaw.
And not Joyce Weisbecker, because no.
Carol's story is important today because she was there with the people who still get.
He's a Guillermo del Toro cosplayer.
The big bang of what the modern gaming industry.
The problem is, this is great, but we just got off about 10 minutes of ads, so the sincerity of it feels a little off. Get what I mean by that?
Just a bit.
In 1955, right here in Palo Alto, my parents encouraged me to do math and science. The girls weren't expected to be good at math.
She went directly from college to work for Atari.
I was hired to write games for the Atari 2600. This is Polo, my first game. I didn't have any previous experience. I played some games, and they just put.
Don't worry, based on the Atari's lineup, no one else did either.
At that time, one person would do the whole game.
And in 2017, some of them still do.
Gameplay, user interface, everything.
These days, they have 200 people just for the loot boxes.
The president of Atari said, "Oh, finally we've got a woman game designer. She can do interior decorating and cosmetic color matching games."
River Raid, designed by Carol Shaw for Activision.
She created River Raid.
In some ways, it's simplicity.
You know what's actually kind of cool is that these days you don't hear designers' names on the in an ad like that
you don't.
at all. Like for any game, really.
Almost non-repeating.
When women are in technology, often their roles are understated, but women have always been there at the top level.
Here's tangible proof that there was a woman who was involved in this industry and played a fairly significant role, especially with the success of River Raid.
That's really important to remember.
So this is a platinum cartridge in recognition of sales in excess of 1 million units. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that they like my game. So it wasn't successful just because it was a port of a arcade game. It was successful because it was something that I designed, and that's something I'm proud of.
Please welcome your industry icon, Carol Shaw.
God, do you know how they could really ruin this right now?
Going to another world premiere, or...
Yeah, the world premiere for River Raid HD coming out now on Xbox One and PlayStation for 40% off at the Game Awards.
But you have to buy it on eBay.
Yes, but make sure you get your McDonald's through Uber Eats to prepare yourself for this experience. Oh, the Schick Hydrobot just comes on stage and just spears her. Just like,
Oh, no.
just off the stage.
Please, no.
By God, she's broken in half.
It's all part of the story. You're getting
You
worked.
see, now I want to blast what the games industry has become.
I know.
It's like, this entire show is a disgrace.
It's always nice to have one's work recognized.
Internal monologue. Damn, this thing is heavy.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what she's thinking. Trust me,
Felicia,
I know.
please hold it for
Hold
her.
the damn trophy.
I mean, you saw her struggling trying to unfold that thing with one hand. She can't even unfold it all the way.
It is actually
Get the
really
cue.
heavy. Trust me, I know this. I have one. We're worried the shelf is bending.
To see this, and my mom was really thrilled to hear about this also, and so I'd also like to thank my husband, Ralph. He's in the audience. So, and I'd also like to thank the other game designers at Atari and Activision for their valuable feedback and contributing to the success of the games.
But I was better than you, so fuck off.
And the video games have really progressed since when I was working on them 35 years ago. You know, the first thing I noticed is the graphics have gotten a lot better.
Please say something about monetization.
Yeah. But the classic games are still fun to play. You know, just look
like
at
that there Undertale.
They've re-released the classic game consoles. You can still buy
over and over and over again.
playing the classic games, and you can still write a game yourself for the app stores for the iPhones or the Androids and be an independent game developer, or you can join a gigantic crew and it's like producing a movie. You can.
Are you saying Activision sold out? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
It's like having your hope crushed bit by bit over the course of a number of years.
Bite by bite.
Your personality demolished in the corporate machine.
I mean, it's amazing what's happened in the last 35 years in the game business since when I was doing it. So thanks a lot for this honor, and thank you.
I like that they just showed like one clip, one frame of Ashley Birch right there at the end.
Still not helping with the damn trophy. Well, there's our sincerity bit. Now for some more ads.
Now please welcome the Tekken franchise director and a producer from Bandai Namco, Harada-san and Akubo-san.
You know, I'm just
What's he
thinking.
going to be dressed in?
I'm thinking that we might as well just maybe have the Game Awards like over in Asia next time. Like
It would be more entertaining.
it would be just easier for the majority of people involved.
Every time. Every damn time.
To Dragon Ball Fighters. Every fighting game at Bandai Namco is created by teams of dedicated people working with a combined focus towards a singular vision. Tonight,
I got about half of that.
I'm here to introduce to the millions of Game Awards viewers, Motohiro.
Millions. I'm sorry. Did you just say million? What?
I mean, they fudged the
Really?
Chinese. They fudged the Chinese numbers.
The production of Tekken 7. I, for one, I'm quite excited to hear what he has in store for us today.
Working together with Harada-san, I felt a great responsibility to continue Tekken's
Whoever decided to pair these two up for a presentation is probably the devil. I'm just putting it out there.
easy task, but I truly believe we succeeded in fulfilling that goal. Utilizing the lessons I learned on Tekken 7, I'm ready to fully take charge of a new project.
I'm going to start looking as cool as this guy.
Impossible.
Originally fighting game saga. Before we leave the stage, I have one question for our fans out there.
What are we doing here?
Souls still burn?
Soul Calibur. All right.
And he was just like, yeah, just like drop the mic.
Well, can't be as bad as the last one. Because good Lord, 5 was not good. I don't count that free-to-play version. Nope. That didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Just as shadows are cast where there is light, history hides away more than one truth. The wait is over. Let's begin.
And it's probably not coming out until 2019 anyway, so...
Probably not.
I mean, I'm almost thinking, like, why do we go to, like, E3 or even PAX anymore when the Game Awards just kind of, like, really just wants to be that first convention of the year, but clone, like, you know, it's like all made up like it's an award show, but really what it is you don't need to go to E3, you don't need to go to any of these conventions, because we're going to show you all the games that are going to come out in like 2 years. Oh wow, 2018.
Pretty much.
So close. It's like you don't need to go anywhere anymore. You just watch the Game Awards to see all of the games that are going to come out in the next 5 years.
Some other categories. The best role-playing game. Congratulations to the team at Atlas for Persona 5.
because we're...
Yeah, just roll through that. That's not an important category at all.
Voted on by the jury and fans. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle from Ubisoft.
The best strategy game was Mario and Rabbids. Right. Well, look, it was a decent game, but come on.
And the best.
the looks of the crowd, those are the moneymakers right there.
I missed that one. You're talking over it.
Finally, our best esports team.
Oh, God.
Last year, win again this year, Cloud9. Congratulations, Jack and Cloud9. All right, now coming to the stage, she's a comedian from Archer and the reigning dorm.
Aisha Tyler?
Larry, please welcome Aisha Tyler.
To be fair, the strategy category didn't actually have that much in it this year. It was like I'd have given it to XCOM 2, but that was an expansion pack.
So public voting only counts towards 10% of the winner selection in the jury-voted awards.
Yep.
Well, huh.
Well, yeah, it's to stop it just becoming a popularity contest.
Said it. Let's move on. What's up?
Oh, God, here we go.
We all remember our first
Shut up, Lana.
That very special first video game. But no one will remember their first time more fondly than these guys, because this is the award for Best Debut Indie Game for new studios who released their first game ever this year.
That is the longest title for an award ever.
Men now, or you are women now, or you are whatever gender you self-identify as.
Oh, no, we are not doing that here.
Let's take a look at the nominees.
Best Debut Indie Game, presented by Chic Hydro.
Oh, man.
Well, Cuphead's got that one locked up, don't they?
I don't know, might not have enough beards in this game. But Golf Story...
Golf Story's pretty legit. Don't mock Golf Story.
But are there beards in Golf Story?
I don't know. Hollow Knight is on the list. That's a competitor.
I'm just saying, when something like Chic Hydro sponsors an award, they're looking, you know, for beards and things to be shaved in the game.
But not go to Mr. Shifty. It was a buggy piece of crap. I wouldn't mind seeing Hollow Knight get that, but really it's a Cuphead, isn't it?
It should be.
All right. And as determined by fan voting, the Game Award goes to Cuphead.
No, if it was a fan vote, then it was obvious where that was going.
Is that a 10% fan vote, or is that a full?
No, it's the full-on fan vote, apparently.
For Best Indie Game. And earlier tonight, they won Best Art Direction.
Which is a bit odd that you'd make that purely fan voted. Of all of the categories to do that with.
Wow, again. This is something else. Also, how many Moldenhauers can you fit up on a stage? Again, we have to thank our amazing team. We have to shout out to Microsoft and ID at Xbox for allowing us to build the dream game we've always wanted to. It would never be what it is today without their support. Thanks to all our fans. Thanks for this award. This is amazing.
Now we have two of them. We're going to put them together in a battle.
Oh, I was just going to say simply, if you haven't played any of the other games, they're also so wonderful. Pull out the wallets, hit them up.
We're great, but buy other people's games too? Was that the...
They've got all the money now. They can afford to do that.
The 5 nominees for the Best Debut Indie Game. To support the next generation of developers, head to indiegamesweeps.com right now and enter to win a free copy of one of the 5 nominated debut indie games.
How generous of Chic Hydro.
Up next, we present the first ever award for Best Ongoing Game, plus more exclusive game reveals. And later, Norman...
Please, no more exclusive game reveals.
We're getting more ads now. We had 20 minutes of limited ads. Now we need to get back on that.
Oh no.
Boo and so forth.
We have 10,000 troops ready to fight.
10,000 boxes that must be opened.
Don't let them shake you. Numbers aren't everything.
Yeah.
So said the stockholders. No, the stockholders would never have said that. Well, if they can't get nominated for an award, they can at least pay for a spot on the show.
So can everyone else, apparently. You know, next year we should actually buy a slot.
We could not afford that.
I don't know. I think we probably could. I mean, it seems like everybody can
buy a
get
spot
one.
just to give out our own award.
There you go. We should sponsor an award. Like the worst ad being played during this award show.
Worst game award show of the year that is called the Game Awards.
You know, I should make one like out of paper mache, like in the shape, like because I can use your Game Award as a mold for it.
Well, what was impressive there is they managed to advertise 3 separate things in the same ad. A movie, a console, and a terrible video game.
The ROI must be amazing.
Rushing the spawn doors, but if you give the team an opportunity to set up
esports.
Yep. That's Can't See Shit the video game. I tried to watch OWL, Overwatch League's preseason. I just can't do it. There's too much nonsense going on screen. I can't figure it out.
Phoenix save! It comes out for Kuro, but the beating on the sun.
So, best esports game, best esports player, best esports team.
Those have all been... Is this all just jammed into 4 or 5
We had best
things?
esports team, that was Cloud9.
Yeah.
But, so I guess we still have best esports game because we can't overlook Overwatch.
We can.
I don't know. Studios that are located in SoCal, I'm just saying we gotta give awards out locally in order to keep getting invited back. And they make up like the majority of the attendance of the Game Awards show. Them and the Uber Eats drivers that are pouring in, delivering the McDonald's.
Awesome.
Oh, you called in sick?
Yeah.
Pretending there's content in Destiny 2.
Blood and gore and violence, the Game Awards. It's gotten to the point where we don't actually want to show you the trailers that the game developers have created or the publishers. We are now showing you fan-created trailers because we
Why spend
paid
money
them to do
when
it.
you can get people to do it for free?
Or for the chance to win something.
Exposure is what you die of, folks.
Soon as I hit that stage again, everybody come alive like Rick and Glenn. I don't work too hard just to give up now. Soon as I pull up, it was going down.
I can tell you for a fact that in the Battle Royale mode they never do that, so I wonder if it's a different mode. Ah! That seems fun. I'll play that. I love the fucking bushes.
I was gonna say, can we just hide behind a bush instead of continuing
A
to
bush
watch
is
this?
an actual
or...
item in the game. That actually looks like that could be a lot of fun. I'd play that mode.
Oh no, the Game Award ads. They're sucking him in.
Oh no, I found something to keep me awake for at least the next couple of minutes.
All right, welcome back to the Game Awards. We have had some great announcements so far. You guys like what we've been showing you?
No, we don't like ads.
Director of Epic Games, Donald Mustard. Donald, we just saw a brand new announcement from Fortnite. It's been an incredible year for you guys with that game. What's it been like since you launched early access on it?
Oh man, it's been amazing. Just this last weekend, we had 1.3 million concurrent players. That's a lot of people playing at the same time. And we just passed 30 million total players so far. So we're just blown away by the support and so grateful for everyone who's playing the game.
Now, tell us about the new mode that's happening right now, I guess.
Tell us about how your parents decided a condiment for your surname was appropriate.
I don't think that's how surnames work, love.
Really, really soon. And it just brings all...
Just saying it could have been hyphenated.
No.
It could have been ketchup dash mustard.
They could not have... No.
I mean, patty mayonnaise is somewhere really hurt.
I don't think it works that way.
And it's
Let me have this.
It is. So Fortnite Battle Royale is free. You can download it and play it right now on Xbox One, on PlayStation 4, on PC, and on Mac.
Okay. And one thing I know you guys did that got a lot of attention was crossplay. You guys were letting people play, and then it stopped. Is that going to come back, do you think? Or I don't mean to put you on the spot, but...
So you did this thing, and then you pulled a dick move. Are you guys going to unpull the dick move? Wow!
They would prefer that the console gamers don't get absolutely destroyed.
And due to platform restrictions, there are some players that...
Sorry, but that's kind of like a hosty
No,
dick
it literally
move.
isn't his fault, though.
And, you know,
It's all Sony's issue.
Yeah, but that's not something...
No, he asked that on purpose, deliberately, to try and put pressure on Sony. This isn't the first time Jeff's done that.
Yeah,
Remember, he pulled that shit with Kojima as well, when he took shots at Konami. So, I like that question.
The general manager of BioWare, and he's working really hard on his brand new game, reunited with his brand new game, Anthem. Please welcome Casey Hudson.
All right, I'm here to present a new award for Best Ongoing Game. And this award recognizes a trend towards games that continue to entertain long after their release and continue to grow and evolve with their players.
What a concept.
And the nominees are Destiny 2.
No. Not right now. Not with what's going on with it now.
Overwatch.
We spent so much money. Please validate our investment.
Rainbow Six Siege. And Warframe. And the Game Award goes to
Warframe, because they're here and spent a lot of money.
Overwatch.
Overwatch apparently spent more.
Well, Blizzard are located in SoCal.
Overwatch won 3 Game Awards in 2016, including Game of the Year. Tonight, they...
Frankly, I think both Warframe and Rainbow Six were pretty much robbed on that one.
Wow, thank you guys. On behalf of the entire Overwatch team and everyone all across all of Blizzard, every department that works so tirelessly every single day to make the Overwatch universe a place in which we all want to live. Thank you guys so much for recognizing all.
I mean, it's a pretty dangerous place to live, if I'm really honest.
Yeah, but none of the battles are canon, so no one really dies.
Recognized in the same breath as these incredible games that we all spend a lot of time playing in the office, probably a little bit too much.
No, you don't.
We've toured the facility multiple times.
We know you don't play any of those things.
Super grateful for that. But most importantly, we want to say thank you to the community of Overwatch players. You all embraced this game in a way that I think we were all incredibly happy about. And very
Thank you for buying all of the loot boxes, especially during the Olympics.
Told us some things that maybe you didn't like as much, but it's that care and attention that allowed us to match your passion with ours. Like we said last year, we're not done yet. We have so much that we're working on, and we can't wait to share with you guys what's coming next. But we want to thank you for continuing to see the world for what it can be. Thank you, guys.
Hey there, Game Awards. Conan O'Brien, world's greatest gamer here. I'm excited. I'm filling out my Game of the Year.
I like how he could be bothered to show up at TwitchCon to shill for Lineage on mobile, but he can't be bothered to show up for this. He knows what's going on.
Gotta be honest with you.
It's called Nintendo lowballed.
An elf. You gotta be an elf. I hate elves. Can't stand them. Super Mario Odyssey. Get this, in this game.
This is just a giant ad for Switch, isn't it?
A sentient hat on things, and then you become that thing. Awful. Player unknown battleground.
Okay, maybe not.
Hundreds of players dropped onto an island fighting with each other. It's basically the story of Ireland. Now, this doesn't amuse me. I grew up this way. Right here, Persona 5. All right, check it out. This is the real description written on the back. No joke. Spend the days as a normal student. Go to school, hang out with friends.
You know, he's kind of right. Probably doesn't sound like very much fun.
Wow.
He has a point.
No. Finally, Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay? Robot, dinosaurs. Battle a woman, and what do they give the woman to defend herself against giant robot dinosaurs? A bow and arrow. Aren't women having enough trouble right now? Aren't the odds stacked enough against them? This is BS. Not having it. So I'll be honest, none of these games do it for me. Once again, I'm going back to the old classic, Yahtzee. That's right, Yahtzee. Ultimate game. Oh, I know you're all there like,
No, I don't enjoy the microtransactions. Having to continuously buy more Yahtzee pads. No thanks.
Right there, Yahtzee.
So how much did Hasbro pay him for that?
Conan, over on the Twitch stream, people have been predicting who they think will win the Game Awards. Right now, let's see their prediction for the best esports player, presented by owned by HP. Looks like they think Faker is going to win.
Have they predicted how long I'm going to be able to stay awake?
That award is coming up in just a
Because
bit.
if you want to give that a shot in our chat, we don't mind. I'll give you a clue. It's probably in single digits and minutes.
An announcement of a new game from THQ Nordic that's coming just in time for the holidays.
That one guy is incredible fan of THQ Nordic.
The truth about survival
Is not to lie in the fucking snow like an idiot.
We try to save our families.
Oh, it's another survival crafting game.
Yeah, I like survival crafting games when they're done well. Problem is, they're rarely done well.
Fight back the madness.
This is TB during the Game Awards, attempting to survive.
I was strongly considering just walking out into the snow and not coming back.
But we can't.
Because what, all the prey monsters like came and, you know, took a doo-doo in your Cocoa Puffs or what?
Destroyed. The only thing left to give? Your life.
The cheese.
I mean, I kind of wish the Game Awards would, but...
You got there just before I did. Oh, we're advertising early access game now.
But, okay, so it could totally win Game of the Year right here and now. It qualifies, right?
Next week, in fact, and here from Black Forest Games is Anharan. So tell us about that. We just saw a trailer. That's all in-game footage that we saw? Again?
It's all in-game, all the effects, all the animations, all the visuals.
All right,
Animating someone lying in the snow.
I don't believe you
super
in the
difficult.
slightest.
Our hero is trying to survive against the weather. It's pretty.
Is he also trying to fight against a locked frame rate, or no?
All right, and it's coming to early access next week, it looks like?
Survive the next 6 hours of the Game Awards.
That's pretty quick. So you've been hiding this one for a while. And coming to consoles eventually too, or?
Yes, at the final release next year, it will be on all the next-gen consoles.
All right, well, we'll get our hands on. Thanks, Anharan. Great to have Black Forest here at the Game Awards, and we'll be right back after this.
More ads.
No, just the same ads. It could be worse.
McDonald's congratulates all the nominees and winners.
No, they don't.
McDonald's doesn't care about you.
McDonald's have no idea that any of you exist. None of you.
Use the code MCDTGA for $5 off.
Encourage your favorite streamer to... No. No. Here's what I
Don't you
predict.
dare.
Here is what I predict. Go fuck yourself. I predict that. And my imminent demise from sheer brain-twisting boredom. I predict those things.
In the house. Are we really just doing that?
How are they keeping people here?
Literally chaining them there and giving them vouchers for Uber Eats by a McDonald's, I guess. It's like, don't go anywhere, guys. We've ordered
Don't
McDonald's.
go anywhere. We need more ads. We'll be right back after the ads with some more ads.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
It's Rocket League. Tell you.
What a save.
Make incredible saves and score amazing goals in Rocket League, an award-winning hybrid of arcade soccer and driving. Play for fun, live to play. Rated E for everyone.
Whether it's the most powerful gaming PCs in the world or the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, AMD...
Whether it's powerful or a console. To be fair, for $500, you ain't getting much better than that.
By AMD.
Out of the three devices, the one most likely to give you motion sickness. With the worst version of Skyrim.
Now starting at $2.99.
PlayStation.
If you won't buy this VR, you will buy that VR.
I can't imagine they're actually all that happy about that.
Of course
It's
they're
like,
not.
we paid for ads on it, and you're going to shove us right next to our competitor.
You are being the Walgreens across the street from the CVS. This is happening.
How are they still getting ad buys when they do this?
Not competition if you have confidence that your product's just better than theirs.
I mean, to be fair, the Oculus is strictly objectively better.
Yes.
In terms of hardware, at any rate. And Robo Recall is damn cool. Which is what that is.
Yeah, it is time to go home.
It's been time to go home for quite some time.
If they come back from commercial break to another musical performance,
They said they were planning that. They had the orchestra on again.
Oh, no.
Which hopefully does better than last time. It was a pretty poor opening to the show, honestly. And I like orchestras. That was the disappointing part of it. Look, you're gonna get eye strain if you use it for that long. Come on.
For a limited time, get Lone Echo free when you buy a Rift at Oculus.com/Lone Echo.
There is only one guy that narrates video game commercials, isn't there? Just one.
Seems like it.
Destination for the greatest gaming system.
That dude
That
yawning in
guy-
the background, he's our hero.
He reflects all of us.
With a 3-month game pass.
Oh my god.
Games for only $189.99. There's only a limited number, so grab yours now.
You know, I used to kind of like hate on the Oscars a little bit because of how drawn out some things were, but you know, I'm beginning to think that the commercial breaks on traditional television are actually better than what we're getting right now.
Oh, great, more ads. We went right back to the stage and that's another ad.
Powers that keep things in check don't feel right.
Now, was that any...
Oh good, they're porting Bayonetta 2 to Switch. That's nice.
Now, it's time.
Someone might actually play it now.
That was quick.
You know, it's not quick.
To find some answers about your past.
Bloody thing. Oh, they're putting the
Ad
first one in with it
breaks.
as well. I'll forgive it because it's Bayonetta, but it's an ad. It's not a world premiere. This game has been out for like 8 years.
But my port.
It better run all right, because some of the stuff lately on Switch has not.
Bayonetta 1 and 2 are coming to Nintendo Switch in February. Joining me now to tell us a little bit more about it is Nintendo of America's president and COO, Reggie Fils-Aimé. Reggie, great to have you here at the Game Awards.
Jeff, happy to be here. Happy to keep my attendance streak going. The Game Awards continue to get bigger and bigger. Nintendo's
I think that man deserves an award just for making it through this many award shows for the Game Awards.
Why did you?
I'm looking into his eyes and I'm thinking, you know, it's chemically assisted.
There used to be a soul in there somewhere.
The games industry will do that to you.
Fans, critically acclaimed games These are games that we wanted to bring onto the Nintendo Switch. The ability to play anywhere with anyone, the portability aspect is phenomenal.
Because you want to play Bayonetta with everyone.
Well, yes, its famous
everywhere.
multiplayer mode, the non-existent one. To be fair, it's a great platform for it, because then you don't have to hide it from people when our clothes come off and feel embarrassed.
I was going to say,
about it.
is it like, you know, your uncle's magazines?
That's
is
exactly what it
is it one of those? Okay.
It's like how the sales for erotic fiction increased significantly when the ebook was invented. Nobody knows you're playing Bayonetta.
I don't know, the sounds it makes, I think
You got
most
headphones
people...
for that. It's fine. Just don't turn them up too big.
I don't know. Is there more, Reggie?
You know, of course there's more. You know, for all of the fans out there, all of the fans who love what Platinum Games does, and we're thrilled to have Platinum Games back on a Nintendo platform, we've got one more thing.
Ooh.
That one guy, he's making it happen.
Look, I like Platinum. They're sometimes bad, but most of the time they're not.
Yeah, you just like Nier Automata. Not actual gameplay. Well, we just ruined it for you.
More Bayonetta. Is this... They're doing a... Please tell me it's a third one. Because I'll be quite happy if it's a third one.
Well, there's your answer to that.
It's the third one, isn't it? Well,
Date?
that's nice.
Date?
You do
Date?
not. You do not get a date. We're not going to give you the satisfaction.
There you go, Bayonetta 3, Switch exclusive.
Don't show me things I can't have.
To present the Game Award for the best esports player, presented by Owen by HP in 2017.
Can we just have them fight, like, on stage? That's what I want to see.
In a battle royale.
Yes.
That's the theme of the year. So yes.
Figuring out what we've long known all along. These are some of the best athletes on the planet. Take a look at the nominees.
Best esports player, presented by Omen by HP.
Oh, 1 HP. The timing, wrapping around the boxes, and now Alu, Coldzera swings wide.
And he wins the fight. Nico needs to be absolutely precise, and he is. Now Nico is loose, and that's one thing you do not want to see. Nico right now.
I mean, that would be impressive if I could work out what the hell it was.
I mean, it'd be impressive if it could actually, like, run on a Hewlett-Packard, so...
Well, apparently Omen's really quite fancy and extremely expensive.
Oh, yes. Our gaming line of laptops.
Dude, you got a Dell.
Dude, you're getting a Dell. That poor kid.
Faker.
Well, yeah, it was a fan vote.
He is in Los Angeles, but right now he's actually about to go live, the All-Star game in Santa Monica at the Riot Studios, so we're going to head over
He
there.
is here, but he's got better things to do with his time.
Hi, this is Faker. 네, 이번에 베스트 e스포츠 선수상을 받게 돼서 정말로 감사드리고요. 제가 이번에 정말 받을 줄 몰랐는데 뜻밖의 좋은 상을 받게 되어서 정말 영광스러운 것 같습니다.
Doing it wrong, you have to kiss the trophy, you have to show the trophy, and then have some awkward guy shower you with champagne.
Good games. Please cheer for me.
No, that's only StarCraft. Shut up.
Hi, this is Faker. I'm really glad to
My memory is the best.
Last year when I saw a different player receive this award, I was really jealous of him, and I won one for myself.
I don't believe you in the slightest.
I didn't expect to receive this award, but I think this is due to all the fans, for fans voting for me. And
yes, that would be how a fan vote generally works, yes.
Next year as well. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Faker. And now I'm really excited to share the longest world premiere we've ever had at the world's leading developers. And I'm so honored that it's here tonight. Please sit back and enjoy.
Is it over yet?
I'm sorry for inviting you to this.
Like, I feel like this is spousal abuse.
You agreed to it.
I know, I wish I
didn't
had.
pressure you. Oh god, of course it's Kojima.
Well, he is there.
5 minutes of blithering and the Death Stranding logo.
Which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
I am Batman. I can't do it. You do it.
I can't
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I had dental surgery. I can't do voices right now.
I can't do voices because I have no talent.
Says the guy who did Benny.
I think that's evidence that I have no talent.
You're very talented. What are you talking about? You're managing to
Can
keep
I run my own ads over there? Ads? Is that okay?
I'd rather watch your
They're
ads
probably
than...
ads for the Game Awards, knowing Twitch. Like, you just can't escape it. We could not afford Norman Reedus's beautifully rendered arse for this presentation this year. Nor could we render that face. Another survivor of the Game Awards.
It's like him and the guy like at the beginning of Mass Effect Andromeda. There's always someone who doesn't make it off the ship.
That is the most annoying sensor or detection device ever. It's like, hey, hey, guy, hey,
over here,
there's a
over
thing.
here.
Guy, there's a thing. Hey, listen, listen, hey. What is gameplay? Great question, chat. I don't think Kojima's figured it out yet. You know, if you didn't have a really loud, annoying sensor thing, you might not attract the monsters. Ever thought of that?
This isn't Jurassic Park. This isn't how it works.
I'm walking on my hands. Isn't it creepy?
It's like The Grudge, but invisible. This is what happens to your face if you watch the Game Awards too long.
Are we allowed to keep making that same joke for 3 hours straight? Is that okay?
Well, I don't know what else we're gonna do. Wars have been fought and won in less time. Move away so it can eat whatever is... Yeah, sorry. It's gonna happen. And you're probably gonna die too, because that thing won't stop moving.
Why did it take this long to eat him?
I don't know. Because suspense. Would you rather die by a bullet or die by the things pulling you under? Doesn't matter, because you're gonna die before he dies anyway.
Man, he almost failed the QTE. The actual fuck.
All hail Kojima. When you feel that games aren't original anymore, this is what happens.
This is what happens when you do an aim assist off on a PS4.
You know, I could make another joke about the Game Awards, but I don't think I actually have to make it now. I think you all understand. We're all in this together.
I like after 3 years of the Game Awards, nobody has a fucking clue what Death Stranding is. Game Awards 2019 is just going to be 3 hours of Death Stranding cutscenes.
It's like strands of like death and stuff, and the absorption of life and things.
Oh, we're going back to naked readers again.
It's like, you know, when you're watching anime and you get like 3/4 of the way through an anime and then like Japan happens. This is like that, except Japan happened all throughout.
This is actually a Game Awards simulator.
I thought we said we weren't gonna make any more of those jokes.
I've got nothing else.
Those loot boxes floating over there?
Is it a whale or is it Norman Reedus' dick? We just don't know. I've heard the rumors. You're supposed to do that underwater. What the actual fuck? God, send it back to Konami, please. I ate a baby.
Cut the cord, Ritas. You know you want to.
This explains nothing!
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it.
That's not the story I was told in school.
Came the next explosion. An explosion.
I don't even think you need to have that precursor. Like, you know it's a Hideo Kojima game. Come on.
More of a disclaimer at this point.
No warning.
Know what you're getting into.
This is what happens when you get locked into an office and forced to produce a game for X amount of years. This is what happens. Crunch time isn't okay. None of these people know what just happened.
No. Just that slightly bemused look on her face, like that was art, right? That's what art's supposed to be.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm glad you gave me some clothes to wear this time.
We are back together.
Yeah. And nothing's gonna stop us this time. Yeah. I have to say, it's such an honor to work with you. You're such a genius, seriously. I opened my eyes to a whole new world, I have to say.
Fire whales and breathe through my skin.
I think I now have to go on the internet and try to figure out what I just watched, though. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for having us at the Game Awards. I'd do anything for this guy, for real. Good night.
And have.
Oh, yeah.
All right, right, thank you, Hideo and Norman. Taking a selfie on stage. Final Fantasy XIV Online is one of the sponsors of TGA's tonight.
That's
Well,
what
gotta
you
jam.
moved to?
Yeah, gotta jam some more sponsor information. Yeah.
Wow.
There's no better time to join than now. There were 10 million people online and huge fan community.
If you advertise every single game on the Game Awards, doesn't it mean that you advertise no games at all?
If everything is special and you can't wait for anything, is anything actually special?
Don't go anywhere. The Game Awards will be right back.
The best student game might actually be interesting. Oh, more ads. Okay. I need drugs.
Hard drugs.
No, just regular drugs.
No.
I'll be right
need
back.
hard
Entertain the
drugs.
audience. For
I
like
can't entertain the audience.
You'll be fine.
They don't like me.
Just read what the chat says back to them. They like that.
Pandering? I don't know how to do that. He left us alone. I don't know what to do. So many things I want to cosplay, but so many things I don't care about. They're saying things like, act like Jeff. I can't act like Keely. I don't have enough shilling to do. I know. It's like which Jeff? It's like Robinson. I'm the top 3, like co-snarkers of the Game Awards.
Right, I've taken the drugs, but they're not going to kick in for a while, which is unfortunate.
I need to take
because
drugs
there's at least
too.
5 more hours of the Game Awards. Well, I've got to take my drugs. You can go take yours now.
No, mine are right here.
Okay, so you got no excuse. Take the drugs.
I don't want them to hear me.
No, it's fine. Trust me. Everyone else was already medicated hours ago. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're in good company. Take all of the pills.
I can't take all of them because my mouth will hurt too
strongly
much.
suggest not taking all of the
No,
pills.
I can't take all of them. But my mouth is actually hurting because I had dental surgery yesterday.
Yes, so take the pills.
Yay, fun. I don't even know how I'm talking right now. I think it's mostly because I feel sorry for you. Like, if you had to sit through this alone, it's one of those things you shouldn't do alone.
This is why I drag you along. It's misery is best shared.
Misery loves company. God, I can't swallow this. It's too big.
Yeah, right. Like that's ever been a problem.
I could say so many things right now, but I
Too
value
late.
my life.
I already nailed it.
You did not nail anything, and that's probably the point.
There is still time to predict how many people will die during the course of the Game Awards. Predict now. How many deaths has the Game Awards caused, directly or indirectly?
So, I mean, here's the thing. With that whole Uber Eats thing, right? I mean, well, one, we don't get it where we are.
No, we don't.
But, like, isn't there usually, like, a minimum order? And if they give you $5 off of an order from McDonald's,
I
then
don't
almost
know.
everything is, like, $1.
Basically, you have to order 500 chicken nuggets.
Which is why I'm saying that I think Jeff Keighley probably took orders for the entire audience, and that is why that they're all stuck there. They're all waiting for their McDonald's Uber Eats order.
This is Jason Schwartzman.
Hello, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi guys. I'm here to pay tribute to some folks who are
To Scott Pilgrim? What?
and I want to do it in a way that pays respect and that they completely understand, and so I'm going to do it in my own way, and I'm going to also just say a very special thank you to Google Translate.
Don't, please don't fuck this up.
Oh no, it's the French band. Next.
I don't know what this is.
Like what's their name, Phoenix or some junk? I can't remember.
Elle s'appelle Mega Drive. Je parlais français et ensuite prononcé certains mots comme beach volleyball avec mon accent américain. Ici, pour jouer, ti amo. C'est Phoenix!
I don't know what this is.
It's French video game music.
Oh, okay. So video game music, but worse.
With a strange sound of defeat in the background.
I mean, the sound of defeat was what I gave about an hour and a half ago. Is it video game music though? Because I mean, if it is...
No, that's just what we started with.
So it's actually just a performance of regular French music, right?
It's like how we associate Bass Hunter with sort of like video game-ish music.
I mean, I know that getting a French-speaking band for a show that broadcasts at 4:30 a.m. in Central European time was a very sensible idea. This is when you just try and tune out and watch Thursday Night Football meets Twitch chat instead and realize it's no better. I was looking at the thumbnail of dropped frame stream, and Strippin just has a look of pure desperation on his face. It's like, God, it's bad enough I have to hang out with JP, but the Game Awards as well? What did I do to deserve this? Not really much you can say about this because I don't understand any of it.
Well, it's some French and then some like English dropped in there.
Yeah.
All you have to know is that they're such an indie band that they've been on Jimmy Fallon.
Great.
They're so cool.
So what's the relationship to video games again?
Hardly any. It's just we have a synth, so we can make some esque sounds. That's all it is.
So we're randomly putting in a couple of Nintendo sounds.
We're pandering, yes.
Which is... Oh, we're just gonna throw them in there, not even trying, okay. I was hoping the musical performance would wake me up, but they picked the wrong band for that. Right, they're on Sirius XM a lot. We don't listen to the channels that this particular band is on Sirius XM, trust me. We stick to a fairly select few. Don't worry, I need another 4 hours to go.
Whoa.
But we have one guy gets up and applauds. And they quickly cut back because it's quite embarrassing to watch someone do that. But it's okay because they have like the Sega logo as their logo. So they video games.
Laurent should have stuck with Thomas.
I don't understand any of that sentence.
Went on to form Daft Punk. And it's just like, if you had the chance to be part of that band or Daft Punk, I mean, I'm just saying, maybe Daft Punk?
What's up, oh, no, please stop.
Oh, no.
How does she keep getting work?
On a new generation of game designers from high schools and colleges all around the world.
Their work was judged by a panel of esteemed gaming industry veterans, including Kim Swift, Todd Howard, Hideo Kojima,
and Yoko Pananen and Vince Impella.
You're gonna get a bit close to the mic, love. It's like you're trying to speak into the shadow of the mic.
Best student game.
You see, I actually am interested in this because these are games I haven't seen.
Or maybe our inbox might have seen.
That's
about
possible.
it.
Yeah. Oh, DigiPens show us how expanded. They go Singapore place now. That looks very suspicious.
I was gonna say that looked just that looked exactly like that. Please, someone give us something that's not a platformer.
I mean, that certainly isn't.
Yes, which is why I was like, I'm like interested, but you only showed me like 2 seconds of it, so it's like, eh.
I mean, the most appropriate presenter we could possibly get for this was iJustine and the guy that voice acted in Destiny 2. Yes, that makes sense.
The winner of the first ever Best Student Game is...
Level Squared.
Looks like a student to me.
Hey, we got a sub as a result of me insulting the French band, so obviously that is a good way to make some money. So, gonna do a bit more of that in the future. A good strategy.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much for actually creating this category. There's a lot of great student games that are being made. Just look at the other nominees in the category, for examples of that. And also want to thank the judges who are some of our heroes. And I can't believe they actually played our game and possibly liked it. I want to thank most of the team, the rest of the teams back in Australia watching on live stream, and I'm going to remember all their names. Producer Kip Brennan, Dane Perry Svensson, Matt Harvey, Benedict Zhang, Mark Tan, Tegan Nicholson, and Genevieve Rathgerber, as well as...
you just gave up on the surname at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, hard surname. That's reasonable.
And also our teacher and mentor, Mr. Andy Trevelyan. Thank you very much.
I thought he was the teacher. I mean, just saying. Just remember, kids, it's never too late to go back to school and develop a video game.
All right,
that won't make any money whatsoever.
All the way from Australia. Now here's a first look at a brand new game. Check it out.
Because that's new and interesting.
Bird premiere. By the end, the guy's voice is just getting croaky. He's like...
Even he was over it.
Oh my.
Did you like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter?
I did, actually. One of the rare walking sims that I did enjoy. Because I like the whole piecing together the mystery thing.
Then why didn't you play Edith Finch?
Thing is, this one's got a gun in it. But also Painkiller and Bulletstorm.
You didn't even know!
This is a game I actually care about.
Well, it wouldn't be a walking simulator then, would it?
Well, there is some walking in it. There's also a lot of shooting in it.
There's a lot of walking in a lot of games.
Astronauts are great. They made Painkiller and Bulletstorm, and that's the best.
We're just gonna pretend that cut didn't happen. That face.
From Hazelight. Joseph, you were at the first game.
Yeah, just gonna throw that out there and then go on to... Oh yes, that game that's coming out 2019, isn't it? The... what is it? Oh god, what's the bloody name of it?
Look at me, man. How do I look? It's like, I'm telling you this, okay. There are like passionate people.
I can't remember the name of it. It's by the guy that made Brothers. And EA showed it way too fucking early.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't even remember the name of it either.
A Way Out. That's the name of it. Yeah. I think it's not coming out to 2019.
That sucks.
It's a little long.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there a clever joke made?
No, I just think he's had a lot of coke and...
Or a lot of pasta sauce.
He is doing it the right way. This is the way to survive.
Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay, fuck the Oscars, you know?
Wow. This man has had way too many of the good drugs. Like,
can we have him host the rest of the show, please? I'm actually awake now.
He'd be way more interesting.
Because you used to do a lot of films, and now you're in games.
Yeah,
right?
You know, I've done 6 features, but I don't care. But okay, we're here to talk about A Way Out. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit jet lagged, so that's why I'm a bit.
Yeah, okay, blame it on the jet lag.
Sniff,
sure.
Yes. I mean, I know I got a ton of jet lag up my nose once.
Yeah, my friend, I'm telling you.
I mean, he's reacting like he actually got to play Kojima's new game. I mean, I'm just saying.
The whole world tell me your game is shit. I'll tell them, no, it's not. Right. That's how much I believe in it. Okay. All right?
I think almost any developer would do that.
Spirited defense.
And you see what it is, it's impossible you don't like it.
Okay.
Impossible. Make sure.
This guy's
Is that
the
a
best.
challenge? Is that a challenge?
It's by the guy that made Brothers.
I
You
know,
I'm
I
going
know.
to agree with him.
I know you are, but at the same time, I'm like, finding something to complain about in a video game is kind of your thing.
Jeff looks so uncomfortable, and it's wonderful.
I'm gonna say to you one thing. EA has been very good to me. Yes. And to be honest with you, they're getting, because it's nice to hate EA, blah blah. I don't care about that shit. What I'm saying is this.
I want him to present everything, all the awards, please.
They fuck up. But that's what it is. Like in this case,
Your funding is about to go down the toilet.
I have 100% of the income to my team for the game I'm doing, you know?
And it's coming soon, right?
Yeah, it's coming. I'm talking too long.
That's
Let me
okay.
talk a little bit.
It's not coming soon. 2019, I believe.
This is my time to shine, man. You know how proud I am to be.
Oh my gosh.
This is brilliant.
I need him to have his own reality television show.
This guy is the best.
He is the savior of this entire
please
thing.
keep talking. That would be fine.
Well, your game's coming out next year, right?
It's like, what am I here for
What's
again?
a video game?
I think you should announce the date and we should show the trailer. Yeah.
Oh?
Trailer, we can talk after.
No, we can't. This is
Okay,
it.
okay.
Let's
So
check out
this
the...
We're out of time.
Wait, one second, before we talk it. So, we have something that we call it the Friends, but it's my idea from the get-go, the first.
It's my idea. No one will take this from me, and not EA.
Independent game. But even if I do that, it will always be the game I want it to be.
All right.
We'll come to the point soon.
A Way Out. We got to go. Here we go. A Way Out. Coming out. Next year. Check it out. Joseph Ferris.
2018. Oh my god, that was brilliant. That was the best part of the show. Are you fucking kidding me? That was the best bit of the whole thing.
I am so looking forward to this game. And I don't like co-op games.
A Way Out is a cinematic, story-driven co-op game where you and a friend...
I can't listen to him unless he's drunk. No.
Or online, you'll get to know these characters.
I want him to live narrate this.
Brash, cocky, and quick to use force.
How about this?
While Vincent is calm...
This is pretty much the same footage we saw last year, though.
You don't want to do something you'll regret.
Or was it at E3? I can't remember.
It was at
this point.
E3, because I snarked on it with you.
Yeah.
But I think we got a trailer last time that had gameplay in it. I don't
You're
think
having
we...
it right now. This is gameplay.
No, but I mean without commentary. I don't know 100% if we got the developer commentary with it.
Through the story, you'll find yourself working together to survive.
Leo, let's eat.
Reconnecting with loved ones.
She's so beautiful.
Or high-stakes moments like robbing a gas station.
Because we saw the breaking out of the jail bit.
I think it's there's a bit of new footage in here, but it's mostly the same.
Let's not make a scene. Nobody moves! Stay calm! Nice. Didn't know you had it in you. What can I say? I'm full of surprises, and mostly good ones. Okay, now you're getting cocky.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all different because it was like that bit.
Not all of it was.
Wasn't it like the bit in
quite a
the
lot of it was.
cafeteria, and then they were showing like how to like break out of the jail cell? Am I thinking of the right thing?
We're back, and I gotta tell
Oh,
you.
what?
Oh, thank God. Let's promote more movies.
Celebrated tonight, but I gotta admit, I'm just a little confused. I'm a little confused because
We're
I
all
didn't
a
see
little
one particular
confused.
game get
What are you doing there?
All right, and of course I'm talking about the game that plays you.
That's right. We're talking about Yahtzee.
Well, no, close, Kevin, but not.
Shilling for Yahtzee again, for real?
That's that secret Hasbro sponsorship. Let's hear.
I was gonna say, is it Hasbro or is it?
Bankroll the whole damn thing.
No. So what I want you guys to do is check out Jumanji, okay? Now listen, this isn't just a board game anymore. It's a video game. And all three of us get transported into
I can't remember if it's like Milton Bradley or Hasbro that owns it.
Yahtzee, I think, is it's gotta be Hasbro, right?
I don't know. Milton Bradley owned like a lot of them. I don't know if they've been like
It's Hasbro.
incorporated. Is it
It's
okay?
very
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100%. Because I was trying to think of which company actually would make a Jumanji board game as well.
Well, they're not making a board game.
No, but they probably will. some dumbed-down version.
I don't even know how you do that.
Believe me, if you want enough money, you'll find a way.
All three of us have been transported together into a video game, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I gotta check on that.
Well, okay.
Yeah, we get the idea, yes. We understood the concept about 10 seconds after you mentioned it.
Tonight on the PlayStation Network. Enjoy the show. 3 out of 10 isn't bad.
It sucks.
It's not that.
You guys couldn't pay The Rock enough to actually wear cargo shorts. That's what happened there.
Oh, great. We get the shilling and the trailer as well. For fuck's sake.
This is a video game, which means we all have special skills. We have to save Jumanji.
Oh, we gonna die.
Well, if we didn't get demonetized, we sure as hell have now.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I have nothing to say about this. It's just meh.
Coming up, we recognize Games for Impact, and PUBG takes us to the desert. And later, a special tribute to Overwatch and the award for Best Game Direction. It's all on the...
Why are they doing a tribute to Overwatch?
I guess because it won Game of the Year last year?
Yeah, last year. No. Why are we giving a tribute to a game that was nominated? I don't... Why are we giving it... This is my favorite. What fucking is this show?
No. No. No.
The Game Awards. No.
Close one. 100 billion ways to customize your battle car in Rocket League. Play for fun, live to play.
At least we got some subscribers. That's worth the pain and misery, isn't it?
I mean, I have to start to wonder, like, how bad are you to your subscribers for subjecting them to this right now?
They tune in of their own accord. I didn't promise them anything good.
Well, we promised it would be better than the actual audio of the legitimate stream.
Nope, we did not promise anything good.
Well, no, we didn't promise anything good.
No. Just in case you forgot, the Nintendo Switch exists. We haven't mentioned it for a good 20 minutes, so we're just going to remind you of that. No promises were made, damn it. Nod.
I mean, we're both here. That's about as close as to a promise as I think we could get.
Drag myself out of bed for this shit. I'm going back to bed after it's done.
Same.
Assassin's Creed Origins was one of your nominees for Best Action Adventure Game. And tonight, if you go to
Witcher's Creed, what? What happened?
You can sign up for this month's crate.
Loot Crate still exists?
Brand new figure.
Huh.
I'm backstage.
I guess they have to find somewhere to stuff all of the tat that you don't want to get in a goodie bag when you attend a convention.
I'm backstage. There is literally nothing here whatsoever.
NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070 Ti gaming
It's probably been used for Bitcoin mining, but it's okay because eBay has robust consumer protection. By which I mean they won't do a fucking thing about that.
Oh look, it's another world premiere. I am so excited.
Well, it's important you know that video games exist and that they're coming out.
And some of them are being made.
Some are being made at some point.
By people.
Is this Dreams? Like, I didn't really see that. I don't even know what... No, it's not. Oh, it could be. I don't even know what Dreams is. It's that media molecule thing. It's like, it's a game. We don't know what the fuck it is of any sort.
Are you sure we didn't drop acid?
If we make more jokes about having taken drugs, then we will be seen as edgier and much more age-appropriate for our demographic.
Hey, Wolfenstein did it first.
That scene wasn't even in the fucking game.
Was it not?
Nope, at least not on the timeline I chose.
So disappointed by that.
It might be in the other one, might be in the other timeline, but it's definitely not in that one.
I'm disappointed.
It's not in the one I did.
Aww.
Wasn't there. Trust me.
I haven't finished Wolfenstein. I'm not looking at the chat, so don't spoil stuff.
Oh, was that right in the first place?
What, that it is the thing?
Yes.
Oh my god, she was just like a regular bear and then she became a panda, which isn't even a bear.
Yeah, because they're the same thing they kind of done with Little Big Planet, except, you know, more. was like, look at it, it's every game and all the games.
Did they call it Little or Bigger Planet, or no?
I don't know. Yep, it's Dreams. Still don't know what that. Well, we do kind of know what it is now. It's another Little Big Planet, but with VR support this time.
It looks kind of cool.
Well, it does, yeah. But the thing is, to get anything out of it, you actually got to be creative, and that's where my
most
abilities
games like that fail.
From Media Molecule this weekend at the PlayStation Experience in Anaheim.
No.
Right now, our next presenter is someone who's had an incredible.
That's because we need another show of ads.
I first met him in 1995 at the first E3, and he has built PlayStation into an incredible brand that supports gamers and creators. Let's take a look at the story of our next presenter, Andrew House.
I was doing corporate PR for Sony Corporation, and somebody was asked to volunteer for this crazy new project around video games, and I had no idea that, where this would take me and what a wonderful journey it would be.
What's new with a very powerful Sony PlayStation?
It's looking to be another great year.
It plays CDs.
It was a big deal at the time.
I know it was.
Is and will remain about video games.
We wanted to take the opportunity tonight to celebrate the launch of the Underground.
I'm thrilled to introduce the PlayStation 4. I'm very proud to announce that
Our new toaster oven.
will be available at $399.
More than most of you can afford to continue your gaming franchise dreams.
I want to know who that guy was that was literally lost for words.
Where is he now?
On the promise of PlayStation View. Our mission is to make PlayStation the best place to play for gamers. That's a result of our commitment to partnerships with the most talented developers and storytellers in our medium. I'd really like to take this opportunity
To circle jerk as much as possible.
both here and globally for all your support. You're the reason we do what we do and why we love
What is the difference between a celebration of video games and a giant circle jerk of video games? Thank you, Andy. Is he dead? What?
No. They're bringing him out.
Andrew House.
So they had to just fillet him before that happened. All right. You get your own promo reel saying how great you are. Come to our show.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Being part of the PlayStation team has been a fantastic ride, and we've come so far from that secret skunk.
Yeah, we have come so far from that amazing ride to the Game Awards, where we are all falling asleep.
That's why the ride went off the road and burst into flames after hitting a tree.
I want to get off of Jeff Keighley's wild ride.
Yes.
About the games. Whether it was 3D graphics, CD-ROM, or even more memory for the PS4, our best choices were always guided by game creators and by gamers, always striving to provide something new, something better, something different.
More cutscenes.
I've had the pleasure of ushering in many innovations, from PS2 to PS Now, PlayStation VR, and PlayStation View. I've been
There's
blessed
a lot of
with
V's. One
fantastic
is
team of
conspicuous by its
colleagues
absence.
with immense dedication to the gamer and to the brand. And I just want to say, again, thank you for your loyalty and support. You guys really are the best.
And all of your money.
And you will forgive us for all of our sins and trespasses as we forgive the... I mean, what?
I'm also really glad to have helped bring games out of their niche as a child's pastime and into a mainstream creative medium.
Gaming is cool now. Aren't we all glad that we invested our time into it? We totally knew that this is how it was all going to work out.
That spoke to our fans in a different way. From You Are Not Ready, the guy in the Crash Bandicoot suit, through PS9 and Michael, with nods to Parappa the Rapper and Tomb Raider along the way. None of that would have happened, however, without the
If not for me and my giant dog. I swung it around and magic came out.
and always pushing us. But my greatest delight has been forging relationships with highly creative people and helping them bring their visions to life. You are really the people who have changed the face of entertainment, and I am happy to have played a small part in helping you.
You mean like holding studios sort of like to ransom on your platform, making sure that people couldn't like continue the Final Fantasy franchise unless they invested it into a new machine, having all of these exclusives that you won't share.
You good old complaints. Oh no, they put the Final Fantasy platform on a better system. How terrible.
I couldn't afford it.
How terrible.
It's not fair.
My childhood trauma.
I was born with the Atari. I am entitled to all the games.
PlayStation 1 surgically attached to me.
From colleagues and from fans.
You're the worst.
Wherever the journey takes me, I treasure the friends and camaraderie that make our industry so special and unique. I know the future is very bright, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you again for the heartwarming
The same thing. You're still on the circle jerk, aren't you?
That was literally a 10-minute Sony ad. You're gonna read a thing now?
All right, and on with the show. The Game Awards recognizes lots of different types of games, including those that don't just entertain us, but also inspire us. This award is for games with profound social messages that make us think, feel, and remember what it means to be human. These are the games...
I forgot what it meant to be human several hours ago.
Please let all the games be about robots. Oh, did you have to prod people? Aw, you're not used to that, Mr. PlayStation.
Life is strange before the storm.
Remembering what life is like as a hipster in Oregon is super important.
Weirdly enough, I didn't.
I was gonna say Hellblade needs to win something like this, otherwise there's no...
Hellblade is in there, you just talked over it, I think.
Remains of Edith Finch.
Good as well, but Hellblade needs to win this. If we give it to the hipsters, there's no justice.
And the Game Award goes to Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Yes!
There you go.
One thing I can say is at least the people winning the stuff are actually the ones who are supposed to win it.
I would like to know exactly what profound social change Hellblade has caused, but...
dialogue about mental
dialogue
illness?
never existed before.
Not to this scale, I don't
There's never been a
think.
single mentally ill character in any video game ever before
It's
this
the
point.
central and lead character who is also a minority and underrepresented in the majority of video
I know,
games.
Vikings are minorities, I understand. Viking representation in video games is I'm taking the piss. Thing is, like, in terms of actual impact, yes, it did, because what it actually did was prove that you can make a AAA quality game at a reasonable budget and sell it at a reasonable price and not have to fill it full of shit.
Be quiet.
That's the impact it made, as far as I'm concerned.
Clinicians, professional scientists who lent their professional credentials to our game and helped us make it. And of course, you know, everyone at Ninja, all of the ninjas, all our partners, Molino, who was the heart of Hellblade's story. And all of us, we put out a message there, a beautiful message, which tonight shines a whole lot brighter, so thank you very much.
All right, the Game Awards continues. We've got a lot of big...
If they start another segue with all right, because we can't have a smooth transition, like, I'm going to scream. It's not going to be pleasant to hear on your end.
PUBG, I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to be nominated and be here at the Game Awards?
Oh, just gave a spotlight to a game about mental illness, and now we're going to shill for PUBG. Good transition.
This is a monumental moment for myself and the PUBG team. Happy to be on the stage of the Game Awards.
PUBG는 지금 2,400만 장 판매를 했고 아직도 성장 중인데 지금까지 팬 여러분들과 커뮤니티의 성원이 없었다면 이 자리에 설 수 없었을 거라고 생각합니다.
Now, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds have sold over 24 million copies and still growing. And we wouldn't be here without the fans and community who made this possible.
Now, we know you guys are going to be departing early access soon and release 1.0.
Which is fucking hilarious, by the way.
저희는 많은 걸 경험하고 배워왔습니다. 이제 곧 PC에서 1.0, 스팀에서 1.0 런칭을 할 예정이고 엑스박스도 곧 선보일 예정입니다.
Oh my gosh, that one guy heard Xbox. The end.
Early access had taught us more than we ever imagined.
Like, for instance, people like games that run properly.
The 1.0 version soon, and all new Battle Royale maps will be available for all players without additional payment. And we're looking.
Why does it seem like you're reading off of a teleprompter instead of directly translating?
I have no idea.
Now, tonight, you made a special video for us. I know it was very important for you to show something tonight to the fans, the first look at the second map, the new map, the desert map, right? Tell us about it.
예, 맞습니다. 그 영상으로 보여드릴 거고 더 기쁜 소식은 이 게임 어워드가 끝난 뒤에 4시간 뒤에 밤 12시에 테스트 서버에서 데스트 맵을 플레이하실 수 있을 것이고요. 또 엑스박스에서는 내년 초에 플레이하실 수 있을 것입니다.
I'm so pleased to announce that our new desert map, Miramar, will be available for play on our test servers tonight after 4 hours.
He's got to be reading off of a teleprompter. This is BS.
And also Xbox in early 2018.
추가적인 소식, 더 추가적인 소식도 있는데 그 영상으로 보시면서 알려드릴 거고요. 다시 한번 팬 여러분들께 감사하다는 말씀드립니다.
Please roll the video as we are excited to reveal another surprise to you. Again, thank you to our community and fans.
Thank you.
It's like we didn't have someone who could actually translate Korean. We just had someone who could read.
I think you're probably right, actually. A good 18 million of those are in China AFK farming.
I mean, this is like advertising in a nutshell, isn't it? It's like your core demographic already knows and plays the game, but you're going to remind them that they're not alone and that it's all riding on all of you to keep playing as we exit early access.
Please don't go to Fortnite. Please.
But you're probably
Survive
going
the
to.
Desert. We have to render less foliage here so it runs better. The game doesn't run this well for anybody.
Really? You couldn't just have one. You got two?
Oh god.
You had to get two?
A real life trailer. Let's advertise the game we just advertised to the people that already know what the game is.
Now boarding your 18-hour flight from JFK to Seoul, Korea.
I don't think that's Seoul, Korea. I haven't been, so I'm not 100% on that, but you have, and I think you're being dishonest.
We may be shot down by...
Why is everybody giggling? You're all gonna die.
They're super
Why would you have
excited.
agreed to get involved in this?
They're super excited about it.
All you get is a chicken dinner at the end. Everybody else dies. This is a terrible deal. You get like a rotisserie chicken at $6 from Publix. You don't need to shoot anybody.
Really? And then this is what we get.
Ready when you are, partner.
Let's advertise another shooter.
But if you haven't voted yet, there's still time to predict the Game of the Year. Who are you going to predict is going to win Game of the Year, John? Who's going to win?
We'll see who actually put in the most advertising budget.
For a chance to win.
Wouldn't surprise me if Bluehole had actually bought the entire show. They certainly have the money to do it.
The world-class Radeon graphics processors.
Hey there.
Hi.
Looks like someone scored some holiday deals.
Yeah.
But did you check eBay?
Yeah. Wait. No.
What? Have a good one.
No, because it's not 2001.
No, under no circumstances would any delivery man say that.
Up next, it's the award for Best Performance. But right now, it's time for the Game Awards. Next, eBay exclusive deal. It's a great...
God.
No.
What a job. You get to sit in an empty backstage area shilling for eBay for 3 hours. Fuck me. That's at that point where you're just thinking, like, I should have done what Mum said. I should have gone to university.
No, that's the whole thing, is that she did and probably still ended up doing this because hashtag America.
I mean, it is true. Degrees are useless. Trust me, got one. Never made use of it. Let's get some deal.
Hi there, everybody. It's a real thrill to be here, so thank you very much for having me. It's time to present the award for Best Performance. Now, I've been lucky enough over the years to play a lot of digital...
Can we give it to the A Way Out guy? Because I think he deserves it.
No, it needs to go to Hellblade for the mocap.
That's fair.
It has to.
The powerful performances that these 5 nominees have delivered are...
Plus, Andy Serkis would know what it takes to deal with all that amount of mocap.
Best Performance.
Not like he had any word in who got awarded it, but still.
They're gonna give it to Ashley Birch, aren't they?
I hope not. They might do it for her VO, but I don't know. I didn't play it, that's the problem.
Do not give it to him. His fucking dialogue and performance in that game was the thing that annoyed me the most about it.
The problem is like I have Horizon Zero Dawn and have not played it yet. It's still like sitting in the box because I don't play on console that much.
Anything special at all about
No, but that's the whole thing. Like
really.
I have some friends who have like seriously said it's like the best game they've ever played and the performance is so emotional. But Melina Juergens needs to win this because her performance was incredible. It's like not only was she the video editor for a lot of this game, but also did the mocap twice, got measured twice.
Yep.
She wasn't even supposed to be the actress in this.
Goes to Melina Juergens.
Yes.
There you go.
I love that she wore the mocap suit.
Well deserved.
Yes.
Didn't play a huge amount of the game because frankly it wasn't my thing, but it was pretty obviously good.
I have never cried so hard. But then again, I don't think you really get the full experience of that game unless you have at some point probably suffered from or know someone who has suffered from mental health issues.
I really respect your work and it's such an honor to get an award handed from you. Yeah, I'm super nervous. I'm actually Ninja Theory's video editor. I'm not an actress at all.
Which indicates the quality of acting in the video game scene, I guess.
Yep.
Hellblade has been my first ever acting job. I've never done anything.
You got wrecked by a video editor. Grats, guys.
I just want to thank Ninja Theory and my team so much for supporting me and being patient with me and giving me this chance to prove that I can do it and believing in me. And, sorry, I had to write a few notes. Also,
you're going to drop that thing. She is shivering.
Oh, she's carried heavier things. They had her carry all sorts of stuff during mocap.
The scenes from year 1 to year 3, like everything that we've been doing, and
the video diary for the making of that game is pretty incredible.
And I just want to say that I feel so honored to. I just feel so honored that I had the opportunity to give a voice to people that are suffering from mental health issues, and it's just been such a great journey for me. Thank you so much.
Well deserved.
Now go hug Gollum.
And now, here's a first look at a brand new game.
Another brand new game. I'm so sick of it.
It's like, oh, we almost had a moment of sincerity. Let's get back to the ads.
It comes every night without fail. There are different people every time.
Let's get this done quickly. Get whatever the warden wants and get home.
But I recognize them somehow.
What the hell is this place?
They're screaming at me. I don't hear them, but I know they're screaming.
You got anything?
Such hate and anger.
I bastards are looking up once in a while. Those fuckers might be...
Is this Bioshock? I'm sorry. I'm just hearing
What?
Atlas.
Your genetic code is being rewritten.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's what I'm like hearing.
This is good stuff, it'll trace.
Are you not hearing that?
Not every Irish person is the same.
Take your eyes on that door!
No, I don't think it is fake VO. I think it's the VO that's in the game. This Payday had that stuff as well, didn't it?
No, I know it's fake VO.
I'm not talking.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking.
Are you not talking to me?
No.
You're talking to chat?
No, chat was like, is it fake VO? I was like, no, it's the VO that's in the game.
Right, yeah.
It's not fake voice chat or anything. It's not Ubisoft voice chat. I still don't believe you can make a proper co-op horror experience. Like, putting a bunch of other people in the game kind of takes the scare factor away.
And it's not a nightmare. It's just part of me, who I am. I don't fight it. I just live around it.
So it's Payday with aliens, then.
GTFO. Don't we all wish we could?
Is that actually the name of the game? GTFO?
I have no idea.
Yes,
Yep, it is.
Wow, okay.
All right, and joining me right now from 10 Chambers is Ulf Anderson. Ulf, you guys are a 10-person team. Those are the 10 Chambers.
What does the acronym GTFO stand for? Gank that flipping owl? Gaga twats Frank Ocean? Get that floozy O'Connor?
We have a limit at 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
So media.
Max 10.
So 8 guys, you guys built that. It looks incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but yeah.
So tell us about that 4-player co-op. Obviously, you're known for a lot of work on Payday. What kind of game are we going to get?
We're trying to deliver something different. Like, it's going to be very intense combat stuff and going heavily into like teamwork, really demanding teamwork stuff.
Horror co-op shooter.
How exactly was that different from Payday?
Right?
It's identical to Payday.
Trying to sort of shake it up a bit.
Yeah, and that was all in-game, right?
Yes, all in-game, yeah.
Wow. Well, it looks absolutely incredible, and you're just starting out on the journey to develop it, right? So.
Oh, well, I've done this a couple of times. But
I know.
yeah, as a
I said this game.
Yeah,
you get to see it anytime soon, or?
You mean the release?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, this year, probably. Okay. Something this year.
Okay.
This year?
We're a small
That's
this
in
year's
what, 3 weeks?
over.
Yeah, I think he meant late next year.
No, it's an incredible accomplishment. I love having, the big teams here, but also the small teams. I know you guys worked really hard to put that together for us.
Yeah, I mean, this
God, I'm so tired. It is almost 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that call, and it just turned everything upside down for us. And it's because TGA, we're...
Bring back the way out guy. And hates to be woken up again.
Right, well, thank you. We can't wait to play it. Congratulations to you and your team. GTFO, check it out. The Game Awards will be right back.
No!
The Game Awards aren't done yet.
No!
Half the seats are now empty.
And later, the hotly contested race for Game of the Year.
Wait, still to come best performance? Wasn't that what we just had?
That is what we just had.
Am I just forgetting?
No,
it
it was best
together?
performance. I don't know what.
Okay. They don't even know anymore. They've forgotten. But it's alright, we can get some more ads in there in the meantime. You know what you should do? Fuck it. I can do my own ads. Totalbiscuit.shop. We've got long sleeve shirts now. Because you people asked for it, and apparently that's a thing that people wear now.
Please buy them so
I
shut
wasn't
up.
aware of this. Nobody told me.
I'm told people get cold.
Nobody told me. Well, they're not buying me hats, so I assume they're not, in fact, getting cold. Or they don't
Nobody
care.
wears a hat because
Most
they're cold.
people lose the heat through their head. That's a fact.
Yeah, but most people buy a hat because they want to look cool, not because they're cold.
They're cold.
No, because we all wear hoodies.
No, you
We're
don't.
gamers. We wear hoodies.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we
you
do.
look like a criminal. You look like a thief. A chav. One of those guys that break into a corner shop and steal all the real McCoys.
As opposed to the fake ones.
All the real McCoys. And maybe some Watsits. That's a possibility.
Nobody
You can't get
steals
any of
Watsits.
those at Totalbiscuit.shop, but I reduced the price of hats because no one's fucking buying them. So Totalbiscuit.shop. is the place to go for all of your merchandise needs. That will pay for the therapy I'm going to require after finishing the Game Awards 2017.
Please.
This is a good cause.
Please buy.
It's a cause you should be contributing to. Or I will too be forced into a life of crime, stealing the real McCoys and some Watsits.
How long are the Oscars? I mean,
don't know.
I'm beginning to wonder.
I mean, I don't know what... We're not really allowed to complain about the length of this award show, considering I made a longer award show last year.
That's different.
To be fair, mine was entirely content.
Theirs is being streamed everywhere on a million different platforms. Yours is only streamed in one area.
Yes.
That's easy to avoid if you try.
Oh, la-di-da.
Injustice 2. Tonight's winner.
Injustice, that's what this is right here.
Ed Boon.
Thank you. When you're first designing a game, the only limits you have are your imagination. When you're developing a game, the only limits you have are tools, technology, your team, budgets, E3. I didn't think that go over that well.
It
didn't. Everyone's asleep. It's not your fault, though.
The great game developers
It's not your fault. I'm gonna just start eating Haribo now.
Even the eggs.
Even the eggs, like, I'm mostly.
You know you've reached bottom.
Really like, but
of the nominees.
I even eat the fizzy cold bottles, which I don't really like at all, and kind of burn my mouth a bit.
Best game direction.
Well, this has got to be at least a pretty big award, so maybe
Please
we're getting
tell me
close.
What best game direction even fucking means.
Oh, I guess it went in a good direction. I don't know. Don't pretend to know.
Please explain that to me.
I tried. I failed. Sorry.
It's like, well, we just picked 5 good games and put them in a category, and we need a name for it, so.
We gotta set this right. Put the fighting spirit back in the American people.
I think you are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Oh, I got a few of the little dinosaurs with the
Are those dinosaurs?
I think they're dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. I never knew what they were. I thought they were supposed to be like just lizards. I didn't actually look close enough that they were dinosaurs.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
There you go.
Tonight,
I have an award for something that no one here understands, including me, despite the fact it's my job to know. I'm slowly losing what little knowledge of the industry I had. It's trying to escape the Game Awards.
So, I mean, that's in the list, that's like the second highest like game award, I think, because we've done best narrative,
best game direction,
best art direction, best score, best audio design, best performance, games for impact. Oh, that's what it was. Didn't they win games for impact? They should have. They did win. Hellblade,
yeah,
won best performance and games for impact, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best
Both of
ongoing
which
game.
well-deserved, yeah.
Best ongoing game, best independent game, best handheld game, best mobile game, action game.
Most of those I skipped over.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that we should be Game of the Year and maybe like one other one, but in the list, this seems like it's supposed to be the like second highest honor, what have you.
If you didn't want me to eat into the mic, you shouldn't have designed the Game Awards
I
this
want
way.
something.
It's
Is there
all your
something?
fault.
I want something. It's like ASMR hell right now for everyone.
To be fair, I'm fairly far away from the microphone.
I'm not. I'm wearing a headset mic.
No, you're being a complete dick about it.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna sit here and eat Haribo and I'm not. That's not happening.
I'm putting them away. I'm putting them over here now.
I had one, you had like a million.
No.
This is grossly unfair.
You're the one who convinced me to do this.
It's like when you yell at Dodger for eating on stream, but then you also eat on stream.
Yes. That was 100% right.
Dude,
I know this through experience.
That I'm right.
PlayStation Store Game Awards sale with over 50 games discounted today and tomorrow, including a nominee tonight, NBA 2K18. Right now, we have another world premiere.
Throw the dice.
At Metro.
So it's like he's got dice in his hands and he's just waiting to throw them.
Metro Exodus, more stuff on that. That's good.
Yes.
That's a game that's good.
Yes.
At least the other games were good. Hopefully this one's also good.
Another game with a dystopian future.
There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to help us.
No one can say this for the Game Awards 2017.
I mean, if you will feature a bunch of games that have, desolate scenery and settings, then, this is gonna happen.
Man, this fucking story of 4A is unbelievable. Fucking developing games literally with no fucking power. The fucking power was cut off of the building and there were fucking...
I mean, for
just,
them,
like, charged laptops.
this game is like a reality,
Yes.
game. Like,
Yeah.
Instead of a reality TV show, it's a reality game.
Yeah, it's
video
pretty
game.
much a recounting of their development process, yes.
I wonder if you'll ever return. The Metro is all we have left.
Newcastle, the Metro is all
The Metro is all we have left, like.
I can't really say that now because
I've seen quite a few people look like that on the Meti at 1 a.m.
I was just about to say.
Getting back from a right old slobber. They were fucking sloshed, mate. Bunch of daft cuds. Ah.
Oh no, I've done it now. I've stepped foot in it, haven't I?
man.
You're supposed to be going back there in a couple weeks.
I know, I'm going to pick the accent back up for a little bit, Anna.
No, not really. It's all.
I will. As soon as I get into a taxi, I'll get it. As soon as I get into a taxi.
Depends on where the guy's
you've been
from.
There, you've been there.
It depends on where the driver's from.
If it's got a broad Geordie accent, like, I'll have it. I'll be back on there within 2 fucking minutes, you'd have to like.
Will you quit?
What?
You're the worst.
It's a term of endearment.
Even Cheryl Cole has a better Geordie accent than you right now.
I didn't even live in Newcastle that long.
I know, and it shows.
I'm a traitor because I was in Sunderland for as long as I was in Newcastle.
All right, coming up, Game of the Year.
Finally.
Oh, finally. Then please let us leave.
Went to win Game of the Year last year on this very stage, as you may remember. Well, this year, Overwatch's universe continues to expand.
Oh, so now we have to...
So we're going to shell for Overwatch again.
Esports game, and as we lead up to our final award of the night, Game of the Year, Blizzard wanted to thank its fans for their continued support. Once again, here's the Game Awards Orchestra with this look at the world of Overwatch.
Please play better than the last time.
Well, if all they have to do is play from one game, it shouldn't be that hard.
Well, it wasn't actually their fault, really. It was just a bad arrangement.
Material.
Bad arrangement, yeah. I'm sure they're very talented musicians. Let's find out. See, when you got a good arrangement, it sounds good. I don't know who the hell did the last one, because bloody hell, it was a mess. The cat just staring at his fucking phone. Oh, man.
And now what happens?
Ads.
As if we had to ask.
More ads for Warframe.
Good lord, I hate Warframe so much right now.
God, this show is shameless. Every single bit of that was kind of cool. It's like, now advertise fishing and video games and eBay and McDonald's and fishing and more video games and all the consoles and Moment of Sincerity. Now back to eBay and, oh, Jesus God.
I mean, I know that you have to pay for award ceremonies somehow. I understand. Yeah. But maybe pick 1 or 2 sponsors.
It's not enough. It's because they know it's not. This is the problem, right? There's only, the kind of crowd that watches the Game Awards specifically already knows about almost every one of these fucking games.
Which is why you need to reach out further.
So really, it's probably pretty fucking bad value to advertise on the Game Awards. Because you are advertising to a group of people that already knows about your product. And if they were going to buy it, has bought it by now.
AMD Technology is thrilled to power the next generation of the world's best games from publishers, including Bethesda's Wolfenstein 2 and Square Enix's collective indie program. Learn more and enter to win an AMD-powered PC at thegameawards.com.
You know, like when you're watching the Super Bowl, not talking to you, John, by the way.
I don't watch that.
You know, like when you're watching the Super Bowl, you kind of look forward to the advertisements. Like, it's actually kind of part of the thing. It's the cult of thing. I mean, that and the fact that you know that they spent, like, I think it's something like $1 million you have to pay, like, minimum to get your advertisement in that spot. Like, it's a prime thing.
That's why you put some effort into it.
Right. And they're always entertaining to watch. This actually is the only way that you can make me want to actually watch the Game Awards content.
Night I've been talking about eBay and hating my choices in life.
A HyperX headset. But now it's time for the final offer. A brand new 34-inch LG widescreen monitor for almost half off.
Nice. I love it.
Right now for any of these
also, that's an ultra-wide, not a widescreen.
2 million active listings on games and hardware that make perfect holiday gifts. All from our partners at eBay.
This is the only way to actually make the Game Awards content
Jesus Christ, most of them are gone.
Watchable. It's like by having so many horrible ads that you actually want to just watch the content itself.
Incredible year in gaming, so many outstanding titles. It has been a highly...
I applaud that one guy. He is just,
everyone's hero.
He is everybody right now.
And here to perform one
Thank you, guy.
Along with all the nominees,
you hero.
Please welcome the Game Awards Orchestra.
But because we gotta drag it out. No,
but they were just on.
We're gonna play music from every title that's nominated.
They were just on though. They could have done that earlier.
Electric cello is not gonna make any of this better. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Please welcome the people that were on before the 5 minutes of ads. Someone hasn't practiced that one.
You couldn't pay me enough to rehearse for this show.
I know. I used to really like when I was in band doing like medley stuff, film scores, things like that.
Yeah, but if it meant that you had to sit there through all of this.
Oh please, you've sat through a bunch of shit.
That's true.
I've done pit orchestra stuff for like.
No, I just meant if you had
to sit through a lot of bullshit.
True. But like this is taking it to a whole nother level.
something off about this. I don't know.
It's called the EQ.
I think it's called the string section, actually. I used to hate the damn string section whenever we ran into them. Usually we didn't have to, because I played in wind band.
I was going to say, what did all the woodwinds like go and beat up on them like?
Well, we just didn't like it, because they were always out of tune. Our band wasn't out of tune, because they tuned in me.
And
that's why they're
tuned
always
no
right.
One because you're an oboe.
Indeed. That's what an oboe cannot be wrong. That's the law of the wind band.
Oh, it can.
No, it can't.
It can be very wrong.
Nope, impossible. Physically impossible.
It's one of those guns don't kill people, people kill people. Oboes can be very wrong. No, no singing.
But you know, it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew.
Nobody else got singing.
It's all right.
No, but I'm just saying, it's just like, just all of a sudden, boom. Oh my god. No, they've assimilated. No.
What?
They're all wearing hats.
They're being possessed. That's
Nintendo did it. It's like they couldn't resist.
That's how they convinced people to stay. They were slowly, secretly putting hats on people. See? They're trapped. They've all been possessed. Someone needs to rescue them right now. This is a mass kidnapping.
So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing.
You're using a backing track because there's nobody else on stage with you singing backup.
Well, yeah. They don't have a choir. It's not her fault.
But that also means they actually don't need her to be there either.
Wouldn't exactly be as good visually if she wasn't.
I don't know. That redhead, though.
A little something for everyone.
You all know who I'm talking about, too. I don't like when they bring out singers because that usually means it's going to be a pretty significantly lengthy bit in the performance. And I was right.
That's the end of it.
Thank goodness.
That's why the end of Super Mario Odyssey and don't give it the Game
Look
of the
how many
Year
people are still there. Look at this.
Those with the hats were all paid to be there. There was no question.
Look at them all. They're ripping them off.
I want a Luigi hat. I don't want a Mario hat. Where's Luigi Odyssey?
Bring him back.
Yeah, could you just do it better next time?
Celebration of truly great games this year, but there can only be one Game of the Year. So one last time, I'd like to recap the 5 nominees.
Please don't. We know who they are.
I can't remember. I wasn't paying any attention.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild from Nintendo. Persona 5 from Atlas.
It's not getting it. As much as I'd love to see that.
Battlegrounds from PUBG Corp.
No.
And Super Mario Odyssey, also from Nintendo.
I think Odyssey's getting it solely on the basis of what they just did there.
Either Odyssey or PUBG.
No way PUBG's getting
Winner
it.
for Game of the Year is selected by 51 global media and influencer outlets and the fans. And this
It's because of the and the fans.
Game of the Year goes to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Ah.
There you go.
Finally, we were wrong.
Correctly? Well, no. I'm sorry. As much as people memed about it, they were not going to give it to PUBG. That was never going to happen.
I actually seriously thought that Odyssey was going to get it because of how much people have been, like, on and on about it. I haven't played it, so I don't know.
We have a copy of it.
I know. No, but I'm just saying, like, just how much people have been on and on and on about it.
I watched Gerard play it for about 2 hours.
That's
it
what I mean.
was
If
mostly him
it's-
yelling at it. It's like, where's the fucking moon? But to be fair, he's one of those weird people that tries to complete everything, and I don't quite understand that. Finishing video games doesn't seem like the way it was ever supposed to be.
If finishing video games was the, thing for this award, then goodness knows Persona would never win it. Nobody finishes out those games.
I finished Persona 4 with the true ending, but I have not finished Persona 5 yet. I will admit that. It's fucking long.
On behalf of everyone who works on this game, thank you so very much for this award. そしてノミネートされた他のすべてのゲームの皆さんもおめでとうございます。And congratulations as well to all of the other nominated games.
But fuck all y'all, we're better.
Please break the award now. Break its wings
I'm
and throw some out.
Nobody has actually done that yet.
I know. Break its wings and
fucking heavy.
And throw them out to all the other developers so that way you can all share the award.
本当にゲーム作ってきてよかったです。
I'm really happy that I ended up making games.
Yay. Ending on a high note. Better get an eBay ad in before we wrap it up.
Oh God, no.
挑戦と冒険をしてきた末にできたゲームです。でも今、この挑戦と冒険っていうのは
Damn, this has been a very long night. Let's all get drunk.
God damn it. Why are we still here?
There was a lot of challenges. It was a big adventure making this game, but I think all of those challenges and that adventure really helped develop the staff, and it came out in the game that you saw.
We were quite surprised that the development time actually ended up being slightly less than the running time of the Game Awards 2017.
On behalf of all the staff who worked on the game, let me once again say thank you so much. この賞をいただいた喜びを胸に、私たちはこれからも皆さんの期待に応えられるような素晴らしい驚きに満ちたゼルダを作っていこうと思いますので、ご期待ください。I want to take all of the joy and warmth I'm feeling right now receiving this award and put that back into continuing to make Zelda games and continue to try and surprise all of you. So please look forward to that. Thank you!
End it.
End it now.
At least end it on a decent
Amputate
note.
it.
Stop.
Take off the leg.
Stop now.
No tingles.
Now is the end.
End it.
No, end it.
Cut it off.
No,
No,
Jeff, no, that's all you needed.
Roll credits.
All night, we're revealing the winner right now of which audience got the most predictions right. We want to thank
What? Nobody cares about that.
coming out to the Game Awards, everyone watching online in record numbers. We really do appreciate it. Games are great, and we had a great year for our industry, and we can't wait to see what happens in 2018. Thank you all.
Maybe more games will be made. You think?
Good night.
I don't know. Everyone lost their will to make games after the Game Awards 2017. Why couldn't they have just ended it on everyone sort of
The
giving
good
a standing
stuff.
ovation to, a game that was really, really good this year, and just, a company that's highly lauded, and then just fade to black? Nice ending. No, better promote the number of people that voted on the Twitch extension.
Do you want to take bets as to what ad will roll after this slate?
You think?
I think they will. I think they will.
You think
I
they're
think they
that
will.
cheeky?
I don't know.
Nah, I think they're ending the stream.
Really?
I think they're ending the stream.
In other words, they forgot how to move from beyond the end slate.
Nah, I think they're gonna wrap it up. I think they're not gonna be that shameless.
It's a miracle. Miracle of miracles.
But I will be. Totalbiscuit.shop,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
God, why?
Long sleeve shirts.
Make it end.
It's a brand new invention. They have more sleeves than other shirts. I didn't know. Nobody told me until now.
And now you know.
Indeed. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'll have this instead. And you can get muted. And that's going to be way too loud if I let it go that loud. So let's not let it go that loud. Let's go let it go like this loud. This should be fine. Oh, cool. The ducking's just not working at all. You know what? That's actually fine. We'll press the stop button so the ducking doesn't do anything. That's great. And we'll press this button, which is an end screen.
Yay.
Lovely.
So, I know we usually kind of do a recap sort of
Can we not?
thing. Yeah, I'd
Can we
rather
just
not. Can we say best and worst? What was your, we do this sometimes before bed. What was your favorite part of the award show?
A moment that actually was good.
Mine was obviously the Hellblade moment where
that
they
was well
actually
deserved.
recognized
I
them for
thought
their
they'd be
hard
well
work.
recognized. Like,
I was hoping they would be, yeah.
yeah, and they should be, because, like, to me, it means, like, two very different things to the both of us.
Yes.
Like, you very much value the message of dealing with a game that kind of tackled mental health issues, but did it very much in a respectful way and through the gameplay and in a way that actually resonated with people, instead of ham-fisting it like a lot of games do. And I value the fact that they made the game they wanted to make without cutting any corners on the theme, without sacrificing anything to basically anybody, for the price they wanted to release it at, for the budget they were able to come up with, and then actually made money on it.
Yeah.
Which to me is like, oh, cool. The games industry isn't completely fucked then.
And being able to collaborate and bring so many pieces together was like the big thing, like in the video diary of making the game that like spoke to me so much, is that, you know, finding the technology to do everything that they did live mocap like that at that kind of quality
It's
was
good
ridiculous.
shit. I've seen very little mocap that's as good as that.
And just the going on the I know it sucks to say it, but the journey of, like, you know, they went through moments where they're like, oh no, she doesn't look like someone who could actually do all of these things. Her body type isn't right. Her face isn't right. Literally got like a bodybuilder / wrestler in there to do the body form, and they're like, no, she's too athletic, too this, that, and the other to have depression. And it's just like literally seeing all that being stripped away. No, anybody can have depression. Anybody can have mental health issues.
Yeah.
So it was just overall a very important project to me personally, but they were able to accomplish so many things technically that I thought
absolutely.
that the game deserved a lot of recognition.
Yeah, and it got it, and I think that's great.
My most unfavorite moment was basically where they segued into ads.
The whole thing, like,
the pacing and flow was just
there is
horrible.
Like, it's, I really understand these things cost a lot of money to put on, and you need sponsors for it, but maybe it is just rose-tinted specs, and maybe it is just bias because I'm feeling tired, and I've still got shoulder pain or whatever. But I felt like I was just drowning in ads and sponsorships fucking everywhere. And I know by the nature of a trailer, it's an ad, right? But
there's only so much you can take.
Well, the thing is that in reality, like, there wasn't much there that really got that blew people's minds, right?
No, it's stuff we'd all seen before.
You can get away with doing trailers and stuff if you happen to have a few good things that are just like, wow, that
made it worth it.
Yeah, that kind of made it worth it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think this show really had that. You know, obviously it was neat for me to say, hey, they make a Bayonetta 3. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. You know, I love the Bayonetta series. Fantastic. I'm trying to think of anything else that stood out as being
Soul Calibur, like,
it was. I mean,
was cool.
it was going to happen. You know, Tekken 7 was very successful. It's obvious there's a market there. It's cool that Soul Calibur's coming back, but you know, it's also Soul Calibur 6. You know, it's hard to get excited about the 6th game in a series. There wasn't a great deal there that was unexpected. Let's just put it that way.
Showing more like No Way Out was good.
Yeah, you know, getting to see a little bit more of that was cool. Although now I don't want to see any more of it because that's kind of going to spoil it for me.
And seeing more of Kojima's nightmare is...
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't. I've never cared about Kojima's stuff. And this looks like the most let's try that one again. Masturbatory thing he has ever made. And some people are going to
you don't like art. You don't like
it.
art games.
Some people are going to fucking love it.
You don't
and
like an
I
art house game, do you?
I don't.
I get it. It's
never
not for
have.
everyone.
You know, I didn't grow up on Kojima stuff. I didn't grow up on Metal Gear. So I think the attachment that people have to Kojima is something that I very much lack and will never properly understand.
You have to be tolerant to so many things to have grown up with them and to have gone through all of the games.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
that many cutscenes for that long, you
Yeah.
you have to have a certain amount of patience. And so people who have been there since the beginning and grown with him through his development, yeah, I think they'll be fine with it.
Yeah,
But
they kind of revel in that stuff.
right, but
I don't.
it is not for everyone. It is not for everyone.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that sort of stood out as being cool. We didn't really... It was kind of disappointing, because you know that almost at every one of these shows, like whether it be E3, well, it's mostly E3, or maybe Tokyo Game Show, or maybe even like PlayStation Experience or something like that, there's one little like from the heart kind of indie game that stands out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know, it was like Unraveled, and obviously Cuphead has been there before, and there was a few other ones. That bloody purple game that I can't remember, whose name escapes me.
Oh.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
It was very purple. Yeah. That's a problem. I don't remember it anymore because it's been developed for too fucking long. But, you know, those kind of things are usually really awesome, especially when you have the dev come out and just kind of pour his heart out about the game.
Yeah.
I think there wasn't really a single moment of that.
I don't know, No Way Out. Like dude's
He
amazing.
poured
He's
something
awesome.
out. He
Yeah,
poured
that was something.
I mean, highlight of the show just because
He was amazing. Love him.
Watching Jeff Keighley squirm during that segment
part.
was kind of wonderful.
Off the rails.
I'll also give Jeff Keighley props for asking the deliberate leading question about cross-platform. It's to do that while one of the headhunters at Sony is there.
Right.
That is a good, because he's pulled that stuff before. He pulled that with, Kojima and Konami. Pulling that, the fact of the matter is that puts that front and center in the minds of people and reminds people, oh yeah, Sony are being real dickheads about this. Maybe that kind of pressure might actually do something. That's neat.
I'm still not cool with the severe amount of ego stroking that tends to happen, though.
There was a lot of it.
It's like, PlayStation!
What really bothered me is you've got your kind of lifetime achievement award,
Yes.
thing, right?
And you get just as much time.
And more.
Yes!
More to other people, who don't have that, impact on the industry, who haven't been around that long. To me, like, the Lifetime Achievement Award is supposed to be the thing that trumps everything.
Yes.
With the exception of, like, Game of the Year or whatever.
No, we're going to wedge it in between two ads. And then
they really did.
And then give Mr. PlayStation, like, 5 minutes to do whatever.
Well, it was more than that.
Than
It was just a giant circle jerk. They fluffed him up before he got on stage. It was kind of embarrassing to see, really.
Oh, when you have to make amends with Sony after slamming them.
I don't know.
That's what it seemed to me is like it's a peace offering.
Yeah, it's like I'll rib you a little bit about the cross-platform thing, but don't worry, we'll give you a 10-minute fluff piece to say how fucking great you are. There's just
it's weird.
What annoys me, right, is that I know Jeff is sincere about this.
Oh yeah, no, he puts so much effort into this.
But the problem is he's clashing repeatedly with the reality of this fucking industry that makes putting on a show of the size that he wants, of the grandeur that he wants, impossible without selling 75% of the show out.
Right?
Essentially. Like, I just wish you could find another way to fund it. I don't know what that fucking way would be. But for a celebration of the industry, it reflects the reality of this industry in the worst ways, not the best ways most of the time. There are definitely moments where there's fucking awesome stuff. It's like, that reminds you why you love video games and why you love being part of this industry. And then there's so much of it just piled on after that. It's like, oh, great, this is the industry bullshit that we don't like.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see that in... And again, like, I've even told Jeff this, like, in tweets and social media.
Well, he knows exactly how I feel.
And I always tell him, it's nothing. We're not out to like completely like slam him and his efforts. Clearly his heart is in the right place, because the people who are actually winning the awards for the most part, and of course I am going to be biased about this, are for the most part the right people.
Well, I mean, that's not his decision, but
of course not. But I'm just saying, like, there could be some politics, and he could allow that politicking. Yeah, but I'm just saying, you can tell that his heart is in the right place. He wants to make the award show he wants to make, but he also has to pay the bills. I would like to see what his award show would be like if he didn't have to pay the bills.
If finance wasn't a factor, yeah.
Yes.
It's because it's quite clear the show he wants to make.
It's the show that he can make.
Well, no, he can't make it.
Well, you know what I mean.
Like,
no, at present, given the constraints, is what I mean.
He never could. Like, it's not possible with the way that the industry is right now, with the sheer cost of putting on an event like that, to not sell it out like that. It can't be done, which sucks. You know, because I know he had huge problems with the fucking Spike TV Awards and VGX and everything before that, and wanted to do better. And sometimes he does. You know, there's definitely moments there where it's like he's clear, you know, he gets it, and then the reality comes crashing down on your head. You know, it's just every time the reality comes crashing down, it's like, oh yeah, we had to pay for this shit. Yeah, here's 10 minutes of ads or some horribly contrived sponsored segment. Dear, it's a shame.
It is.
But you know,
at least we have your awards to maybe look forward to.
That's maybe if I even get mine done this year. I don't know. We'll see.
2017 had some pretty okay games.
That's
how I feel about it. 2017,
pretty
okay games.
Pretty alright. So
I'm not thrilled about it.
No, I do the show I want to do, and yeah, it's fucking basically zero budget and just me talking, which I guess is the biggest ego-stroking thing of all. But there you go.
Is that your Christmas gift to yourself? It's like,
all I want for Christmas is my own award show.
I know. I'd like to see his award show with all of the finery and budget basically stripped away.
Right.
Just him and his friends putting together, you know, a bunch of cool stuff about the industry on barely any budget.
Him and Kojima sitting around.
Well, it'd be extremely enjoyable because, you know, the industry owes him a shit ton of favors.
Yeah.
You know, I think it'll be very, very enjoyable to watch. I would happily watch that. But, you know, it's not what he wants to make. He wants us to be the Oscars of video games, which, to be fair, in terms of commercialization, it probably fucking is.
What I will say, aside from, like, some stream drops here and there, like...
It ran well.
It ran well. It was pretty well produced. The pre-produced segments were very well done.
Production was fine. You know, considering the previous years, production has been pretty wonky.
Yes.
There was actually nothing wrong
Obviously,
with the production this time.
the late start and the kind of like,
That's
you know,
not a big
caption
deal.
issues right before the stream started.
That was irrelevant.
But, I mean, it's not like, you know, show breaking.
No, not
like
at all.
some broadcasts have been.
No, it was actually probably the best produced one he's done yet.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
This is like, I guess, our 30-minute apology to Jeff Keighley for slamming his show for the past 3 hours.
I always hate it because you know, every year it comes up, you know, I'll say a thing about it and he'll reply to a tweet of mine. I'm like, oh God, I've actually...
It's like we've said horrible things about you.
I know it's your baby. Dear. Yeah.
But you know what?
It's funny how that works, isn't it? You put
when it's your baby, it's...
You put a face to it and suddenly it becomes a lot harder to be mean about things, isn't it? Yeah, true enough, but...
Can we go to bed? It's midnight.
Yeah, probably.
I'm tired.
Fucking midnight, Jesus.
And my mouth is actually sore from my dental surgery yesterday.
I don't even know why you came up with the show in the first place.
I don't know. To be the Spock to your Kirk? I don't know.
Well, I think I was Kirk. I was the silicon life form that's dripping from the ceiling in the cave. Very slowly. That's about it. I'll say one thing.
You've said a lot.
Most of the award winners, pretty on point.
Well, I've already said that. You can't say that. That was my idea. Yes, it was.
You said Hellblade was.
No. I said, as far as everything has gone, you know, you can tell Jeff's heart is in the right place because he could let politicking come into things, but the people who should be winning these awards are actually winning the awards.
Yeah.
So I have already said that.
Yeah.
That's never been a problem.
All right, I'll ask you this then. Which biggest daylight robbery of the whole thing? Who got robbed?
I know there's one I'm thinking of, and I can't think of who won. I'm probably gonna have to like pull out the list of who won
I
everything.
mean, I can tell you who I think got robbed, and that was in the best ongoing game category.
Oh yeah, Warframe got robbed on that.
It wasn't just
probably.
Warframe that got robbed. Rainbow Six Siege got robbed. I
Yeah.
think Rainbow Six Siege deserves a lot of recognition for how much it's improved. They got completely robbed on that.
I would say that maybe Cuphead would probably still edge out Nier Automata as far as
music,
best score. But just
it's
because
close.
it's different, and that's just down to personal preference. That's not.
It is very close on
Yeah.
that one, yeah. Not the fact that fucking Destiny is even in that list, but yeah, I don't think it was a robbery there. I mean, Cuphead I think was well represented. Trying to think of anything else.
Also, Wolfenstein 2 for best action game.
Bugger that. No.
I think even Prey should have won that over Wolfenstein 2, perhaps.
I wouldn't have put it in that category.
I know you wouldn't have put
personally.
it in that category, but you wouldn't have put Cuphead there either because you would consider that a platformer.
Yeah, which actually, might be wrong considering just how much a boss fight game it actually is. It's probably wrong to describe it as that.
Also, the fact that Resident Evil 7 Biohazard won best VR game over Star Trek Bridge Crew.
I'd actually agree on that one.
Over Farpoint?
I mean, I haven't even played that. It's on PSVR, so
Yeah.
I have no idea. Although I'd say, but I don't have a lot of VR experience despite having this setup. We still haven't fixed the basement where the holodecks supposed to be. But Bridge Crew is neat, but I think Super Hot VR should have won that one. To be fair, though, Resident Evil 7, right, is a AAA quality game that has a very functional VR mode. So, I mean, I think that's probably pretty fair. There's a lot of stuff that didn't even get mentioned on the stream.
when Tekken 7 doesn't win your best fighting game because Injustice 2 wins it
Injustice
instead.
2 is very good.
Yeah, but ARMS is fun. Nidhogg 2 actually got nominated.
Yeah.
And didn't win. Aw.
Oh, yeah.
Best strategy game, XCOM 2. How did you not win that?
Well, I mean, I'd say you don't give it to that because it's an expansion pack.
Tooth
but
and Tail should have actually won that, in my opinion.
Total War Warhammer 2.
I knew you'd say that because you're a creative assembly whore.
I mean, no, it's just because it's very, very good.
Nah.
But I mean, the strategy. let's be honest. There's not really a lot of strategy games that even come out to actually qualify in that.
Yeah. Although best family game, I still think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe probably. Still.
The thing is, like, that's not even a new game. Like,
I know.
They just re-released that. I like how best family game 4 out of 5 are buying in
Nintendo.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
it's technically
Or,
3 out
like-
of 5 because Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle is not, but it is an exclusive.
But it is
and the 5th one is on the Switch,
Right,
Which is
right.
Sonic Mania. Why is best family game Sonic Mania? Why was that? That's a weird
Best family
nomination.
game was Odyssey.
No, I'm
That's
just
who won
saying.
it.
the
Oh,
fact
why
that
they
it was
got
even
nominated?
That's a
Oh.
weird category.
I'm
that
not
one, isn't it?
sure.
It's a strange one.
I'm not sure if any other ones, that I would have
Was there
seen
any,
like massive injustice or anything.
No, I don't think so. I think for the most part they got it right.
Unless you think Monster Hunter Story should have outwon over Metroid Samus Returns, but you don't really play handheld games.
I haven't played either
Yeah.
of them, honestly. So I couldn't really speak to that. And I didn't even get around to playing that Fire Emblem game, so
Yeah.
couldn't really speak to that one.
But yeah, other than that, no, and I think basically who should have won.
Yeah, they.
I thought they were gonna rob Edith Finch though. I was just like, oh man, if they don't win Best Narrative, there's no hope.
Strong contender. Best esports game being Overwatch is bullshit though. It's unproven.
Oh, I didn't check that part. I was only looking at the
They kind
the
of
other
rushed
ones.
through it.
Yeah.
It was, to me, also, it's unproven as an esport. They've thrown a ton of money at it. They've had one successful event that actually got great viewership, and that was at BlizzCon, which is where that's basically home court advantage.
So what you think? What Dota 2 or League or Rocket League's actually grown kind of like leaps and bounds.
I mean,
so I would think for this year maybe Rocket League.
I still think CS:GO is killing it. Like on the esports side of things, CS:GO is.
I haven't
killing it.
seen numbers lately for
Great
all of
views,
them,
and it's
so.
just a very watchable game. Like even if you don't know much about it, it's very easy to see. It's visually crisp and clear. It's a great esports title. it's the opposite of what Overwatch is in that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overwatch might be there by next year, maybe. I don't know if they will get to that point. I personally don't. I don't believe in it. I've said time and again I don't believe in it, but the amount of money they're throwing at Overwatch League, they're going to make it work come hell or high fucking water.
I think that they're, like, I know that they're kind of limited to the amount of categories they can have just basically by how much those Weta trophies cost. It's like, what, $600 a pop? That's a lot of money per trophy,
I mean,
really.
Compared to how much the award show costs, it's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, you know, they did go with a very stylized, very substantial trophy.
It's a very, very good trophy.
I mean, like, aside from the Oscar, which is made out of, like, solid gold or some junk, like, it's kind of overwhelming when you first pick it up, because it is really heavy. So even just shipping, like if the person wasn't there to accept the award, costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't think that's the majority of the budget, though.
But I'm just saying, like, I do think that's also time takes into account as to how many categories they're able to have. Otherwise, some of these games.
Well, the thing is, we've talked about this, haven't we? That they could fit a lot more games in if they just would stop wasting everyone's time with everything else.
Yes,
but
they got to pay the bills. And
it's less and less of an award show every goddamn year, in my opinion.
It is triple A's, and hey, you're a cool indie, so maybe we'll invite you and maybe one other
they add
indie.
more awards, but then put less awards on the stage.
Yes.
I wish they kind of ran two streams. One which was the regular stream, and the other one is just an awards stream, just talking about the awards. And showing all of the awards, even if it had to be the side stage.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, Oscars do the same thing.
Yeah,
there are a lot of awards that aren't awarded live.
I've said it time and time and time again, an award show is worthless if you don't explain why an award was given to something.
Yep.
Which is why I don't really understand the way that they present them is not conducive to that.
It almost seemed like everything was nominated for everything. It was like the same 5 to 10 games over and over and over. There was
definitely some overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird in a very, you know, a
when
year.
They're all different games.
Well, it's just been a year with a shit ton of good games, and actually looking at the list, it seems like there were a lot less good games than I remember.
Yeah.
Which is a bit odd, actually. It makes me think, what did I forget? Or was it actually, did we just get so caught up?
Or were they just bad games?
Well, did we just get caught so much up in the year? It's like, oh, best year in video games ever, that we actually forgot that best year of video games consisted of about 10 video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was a thing.
Yeah, that was the Game Awards. We're tired.
I am very tired.
I
want to forget this night.
I don't like those shows.
Me either.
I don't. I tune in every year hoping they'll be better, but...
and we'll probably tune in next year because we still hope that it'll be better.
Well, yeah, you can always hope it'll be better. I want to go back tomorrow. I will not force you to do this and actually watch last year's and like, hang on a minute. Was it actually as bad as that? Was that really that much chilling?
Just go back and watch the supercut. Didn't we do a supercut last year?
I don't know if I bothered to do a supercut.
I can't even remember.
I don't think I'm going to bother to do a supercut of this. I don't think...
I think I had it all uploaded on my channel, and I think it got taken down.
Struck the fuck if you put this up.
Well,
multiple times.
I'm not going to bother because the last year's, I'm pretty sure I put some up and got claimed by something really stupid as well. It wasn't
it's fine. The unofficial VOD channel will put it up the next couple of days. It's like, do I even... I can't even bother to do a supercut of that because I feel like it was about 3.5 hours of us just mostly whining. Like, there maybe being like 2 minutes of good jokes at most.
I know. Do you I mean, like, in at least with like the E3 conferences, you always get like at least a little bit of sense of satisfaction that most everybody hates on the same things that you're hating on, and that we all like, trudged through it all together and I don't know, grew closer as a, performer / an audience together. Like, we bonded through this, and I don't feel like we bonded in any way. I think this is just the end of the year. It's the wrong time of year to have an award show, in my opinion, because we've all seen it all, we've done it all, we've played it all.
Very, very tired.
We are all tired. We're ready for 2017 to be over. We're done with 2017.
And honestly, like, there wasn't, even those that enjoy watching it for the cringeworthy moments, there were very few of those.
Yes.
So you actually got a very clinical show that was not even entertaining because of how bad it was.
I made the same bad jokes over and over again.
Yeah.
You guys sat through that.
Well, there was nothing to play off of.
Yes.
Outside of, I felt like I was able to get a couple of jabs in the Kojima trailer, and outside of that, It was like, I don't
They're all
like
dumb
this show.
jokes.
We should take drugs to make this show more bearable.
The funny
Did you
part,
like drugs, guys?
Do you kids like
good?
Primus? No. The funny part is that we are actually taking drugs. And that's the only
It's prescription medication.
prescription medication.
It's not as interesting as it sounds.
No, it's not as fun
All
as all
right,
that.
we're leaving. Thank you very much for watching, folks.
Thank you for tolerating us.
I don't know why you stuck around for as long as you did. You must have had nothing better to do with your time. I don't blame you. Right. Go. If it's still a reasonable time zone over there, which
It won't be.
It won't be. I can't think of a single place where it would be. Regardless, play some video games, maybe. And
Don't get them off of eBay.
No, let's never speak of this again. Goodbye.